goes, baby? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Level Unlocked podcast. Hope everybody's having a pretty swell week. It's been pretty good on this end. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Yeah,
Doing solidified.
I'm above ground, so I can't complain, my dude.
So look at this. How many times is Nate gonna hang out with us? Look at you. You're like we're gonna put you on payroll.
I know, right?
Yeah, what's going on? You're not even a special guest anymore. Now you're here every week.
Yep.
I'm happy to have you.
Payroll. I'm gonna have to take him out of my. I'm gonna have to pay him out of pocket soon.
Yeah, I know. We have to add him to the fucking label now. God damn it.
Now the buttons. All the buttons.
I gotta edit my screen and do all the other shit.
Right.
I didn't think about that when I invited him. I was like, son of a bitch.
Steve, just do what I do and just don't care.
There you go.
Hey guys, I want to get at some point here, even during the show or whatever. I want to talk about the idea of adding a little extra love to our channels. You know, getting these links going, getting all of our channels linked to, the social medias put together, and which I probably won't use. That's where James comes in.
Well, no, I agree because I need a donate button because I was Mr. Beast 3 days ago did a thing where he started at $100 and then ended up the last person donated them $20,000 just to random Twitch streamers. The episode, it was a competition between Twitch and Mixer. One guy, the competition was whoever says the word "the" first won $2,000, and so the one guy won $2,000. The loser won like $500.
Jesus.
The other one was whoever blinks 20 times wins. So the guy, they wrote
you just blink as fast as you can.
Well, no, it's like they didn't say anything, so they just sat and counted. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4. They counted on the thing. It was like, and then Mr. Beast is like, you just blinked 20 times in a row. Thanks for blinking. Here's some money, and the guy got $5,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's a lot of thousands of dollars.
And then it was just like random things like that. One guy, he added. Mr. Beast went on as the guy Shino was the last dude. It was the guy he did $20,000 for. He was like, because I don't remember what the premise was, but it was Mr. Beast says, if you do this,
oh my gosh,
I'll give you this much money. And the guy was like, no, get out of here. Can someone please ban Mr. Beast? So he actually goes in and bans Mr. Beast. So he was like, oh, never mind. Okay, so I guess we're finding somebody else. And then I guess another minute in the video where they're looking for somebody else, the guy messages him apologizing, saying, I'm so sorry. I thought it was a scam. I didn't know it was you. Because people started messaging him, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Mr. Beast right now is live on Twitch talking about this. And so I guess he messaged him. And so he unbans him. Mr. Beast goes back and the guy was like, come back, Mr. Beast, please. Are you there? Hello? Mr. Beast, I'm sorry. And he's like apologizing to him. And then the guy did whatever, so then Mr. Beast donated $20,000 to him. And in the first reaction was like, go fuck yourself. You need to be rebanned. This isn't real. And it was like $20,000. Like what? And it's like, there's no way this is real. Then Mr. Beast rated him. He went from like 5 viewers to 4,000 because Mr. Beast posts on Twitter to go to this guy's page. And I guess everyone just started typing Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. So he yelled at his mom, Mom, I'm moving out. I just won $20,000. And so live on stream, the guy yells to his mom that he's moving out of the house because Mr. Beast just gave him $20,000.
God damn, bro.
Awesome.
And he was crying. It's fucking awesome. It's like just
Damn,
random
son,
people.
where'd you
I was
find
like, okay,
this?
I don't gotta fucking. And he's donating through PayPal, so a lot of these people have like one view or 2 viewers.
Thanks for the bits,
and
right?
Damn, son,
So he's
where'd you
donating to
find
people with like
this?
no followers. So I'm guessing they're not enough to be an affiliate, but they have PayPal set up or Streamlabs set up to donate. I was like, fuck. Mr. Beast randomly comes on my channel. He could be watching me right now, and nope, I'm not getting shit because I don't got a donate button.
I don't know how to do any of that.
You could do it right through Streamlabs.
Yeah. But I was thinking about that last night when I was watching this, like, son of a bitch. I need to do this because Mr. Beast is going to randomly pop on my stream, and he's going to be like, dude, where's your fucking donate button? Never mind, bye.
Peace.
I'm like, no!
And all your hopes and dreams go fluttering away.
Dude, I would literally go into like a deep depression if that happened. If all of a sudden I see Mr. Beast asks, "Where's your donate button?"
And then just,
no.
then just leaves.
And then he just leaves.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Because the only way to get it back up is you have to end your stream, add it, and go back. And if you end your stream,
Yeah.
it's not like someone's gonna stay on and be like,
Oh, I wonder
that-
if they're adding the donate button.
I wonder if they're gonna add the donate button really quick. I'll see if I can search them again. Dude, it'd be so heartbreaking. Dude, I would
Yeah,
be like,
so let's get together and we'll get all that stuff
Yes.
set up. We'll make everything beautiful, right? It'll be amazing.
Yes.
We'll make,
Yeah, no,
make
we
a day,
definitely
and
do
we'll
that.
stream that session. Maybe we'll have it be one of those extra night of the week things that we do, where like we just
Stream
sit
us
there.
setting stuff up.
Yeah, why not? It'll be an
Oh, yeah.
educational experiment.
Oh, it was funny too. Speaking of, in Mixer, so he had like a bunch of money left over, so he goes over to Mixer and starts donating to people on Mixer. So the first person he donates to is Ninja, and Ninja thought it was fake. So Ninja actually bans the Mr. Beast the Mr. Beast on Mixer, and Ninja, then Mr. Beast messaged him and says, "Hey, just so you know, this is actually me." And I guess the Ninja like started freaking out on stream, like, and it's actually in the clip. He's like, "Mr. Beast, you can use this clip. It was my fault. I thought you were fake. I banned you on live stream. I'm sorry." He donated them like 10,000 embers or whatever it is, or something.
Yeah.
Something's
Weird
because
currency.
it's not bits. On Mixer, it's
The weird
Something
fake
else.
currency Mixer has.
yeah, it's they're embers, but I don't know the ratio.
I'm still
what it
waiting
is.
for Microsoft to give him access to my stream key. Still
I don't
fucking
even.
waiting.
Really?
I tried to set up Mixer the other night and I couldn't figure it out.
It's the worst.
But no,
Well,
Mr.
like,
Beast is phenomenal.
It's a fresh platform.
It is.
Mixer is? Yeah, Mixer is. Well, kind of. I mean, it's been around for a while, but it is a new opportunity. And there's no
Yeah.
reason
It's
we
only-
can't stream to all of them at the same time.
No.
Like, so I looked up like the user ratio, and Twitch has like close to 1 million, and not Mixer. Yeah, no, I said Twitch. Twitch is close to 1 million. Mixer only has like 80 to 90,000 people.
Oh, it's because it's a much smaller platform, and that's one reason why Microsoft threw Ninja millions of dollars to come over to it to make it like to help build it up.
Right.
So, but good for him. I actually have an article about that I was reading as to like why Ninja went to Mixer.
Oh yeah.
Because Ninja left Twitch because his brand was too big for gaming, and Microsoft has the ability to promote more and give him more money than Twitch would, because
Then
Twitch.
Amazon.
Well,
Then Amazon.
yeah, but how often do you see?
Amazon. This
Yeah,
would
but-
be crazy.
Amazon doesn't promote Twitch though.
Yeah, they do. All the fuck.
100% do.
I'd never see ads for that. I saw the first commercial. Actually, for the first time ever, I saw a commercial for Mixer. I've never seen a commercial for Twitch. I don't even know what I was watching that I saw a Mixer commercial.
You go on
It's fucking
Amazon
weird.
all the fucking time. It's like,
Really?
hey, Twitch. Watch Twitch.
They do have
It doesn't
TwitchCon.
matter, all these are gonna die anyway.
Are they?
You think so?
Mixer, YouTube,
think?
Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, it's all gonna die at one point.
Oh, yeah,
So
eventually.
we're all
just
gonna
because.
go to Facebook Gaming, so it's all that matters.
Yeah.
And then that's gonna die like 3 months. I'm surprised that thing isn't dead.
You are?
Facebook Gaming.
Yeah, no, I know. Why do I say that?
Well, I can like honestly have never watched anybody who streams
Yeah, no, I know.
like
No.
directly to Facebook.
I do.
Like, you don't- well-
I do. I stream right to
Steam
Facebook.
Live streaming.
No. Like, you stream from Twitch onto Facebook. Like, there's an option to directly stream on Facebook via
Yeah.
Facebook Gaming.
There's a
Yeah,
couple of
that's-
streamers I actually watch on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trade chat.
It can
and
be
Stone
done,
Mountain.
and you can link it all together. It's not pushing from Twitch to Facebook, or yeah, it's going right from Streamlabs to Restream.io, and then Restream.io is pushing it to the other ones.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Same
Yeah, you're
Mob
right.
Crush does it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there is, cause like when would you? I haven't logged into Facebook and doing that in a while. Do you put a game? You just log into your regular Facebook, right?
Well, I log into my Facebook, then I click on the channel, you know, the special page for the gaming, and then in
Yeah.
there I go to what is
Because
it? I think
Facebook
Insights,
actually-
and then from there you can go live, click on that, and then when you go live, it pushes it to that, and then you can actually that gives you the opportunity to not just instantly go live. It actually gives you a small interface to work with for a moment, so that you can edit your titles and everything, and then hit go live.
Well, on Facebook gaming video, it's called. It's like YouTube. There's a button that actually says "Go Live," that actually like screen shares your computer, in a sense.
Oh, that's cool.
Exact same thing. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like there's the exact same thing where you can click "Go Live" on YouTube, where you don't need like a Streamlabs and shit.
Well, I mean,
So-
you technically could do the same thing with Twitch.
Oh yeah. So, but that's what, yeah,
Go back.
Facebook Live is what Facebook Go Live is essentially what. That's how a lot of people play Pokemon Go.
Really?
Like that's how they stream it, because they're streaming it off the Facebook app. Yeah, Minecraft and Pokemon Go are two of the biggest. I'm looking at it right now. Are the two big games on Facebook gaming, which is pretty cool. So anyways, how's everyone's week? How's everything? I know we briefly talked about it, but didn't really get too in depth. What's in it? Do some intros. James, you start.
I played stuff this week. I played the Call of Duty Mobile. That's pretty fun.
Was it fun?
Is it?
Was it fun?
Yeah, it's Call of Duty just on your phone.
Huh.
I mean,
Is it
they-
like
they made
Mario
it work perfectly.
Mobile?
No, it's just
actually
like
works?
the base game. Yeah, it's just regular Call of Duty
Could you believe it?
with a battle royale.
Who would have thunk?
It's got pretty much everything that a regular Call of Duty game would have.
That's
Um,
cool.
Loadouts, bunch of different weapons, a bunch of different maps. You can crouch, you can slide, you can move around freely. It has a full battle royale mode where, in my opinion, the map is way too damn big because there are many moments where I'm just running around doing nothing. Everyone on there is absolute trash apparently because I'm doing good at it.
I was just had a question. Is it like PUBG Mobile where you are playing against computers until you hit a certain level?
Nope.
No?
You can choose to play against, bots or play in like actual TDM.
Oh, okay. Because I know PUBG Mobile was like, oh, PUBG Mobile, but you don't actually play against real people as like a mass majority until you hit like level 10 or some shit.
Yeah, and also I hear people talking, so I hear little
Okay.
kids talking, so
Ooh,
playing on
percentage.
probably their iPod touches. And yeah, it's pretty fun. The only thing is that I don't like it is all the microtransactions. You can, at least to my knowledge, you cannot earn the premium currency in game, which sucks. But really all it is just seems like it's skins.
Plus, it's kind of newer, so that might be added later.
Yeah, it is newer. Let me just look up here real quick. Let me just have you listen here to see how like absolute fucking trash everyone is at this game. It's by Tencent, the company Tencent, who is the Chinese company that makes things like I think they own like a good amount of Epic. They also own, I think, the people that make Perfect World. They're a
Perfect
pretty
World's
big
fun.
company. Yeah, my buddy plays it all the time. That was his like main game. But let me just take a look at my stats real quick. Because I know like I think I've only lost one game of like team deathmatch, which is crazy for me. Alright, so I've played 7 games. I've been in the top 6 of them, and I've been the best in the game 4 of them.
All right.
I have 141 kills. My kill to death ratio is 3.62.
Nice.
In Battle Royale, I've done 1 match with 1 win and 8 kills. So, I mean, as a man who is not good at the first-person shooters anymore like he used to be when he was younger, it's a nice ego boost.
Okay.
hey, I can play with these kids. I can compete. I'm ready to go pro. Just Activision, just sign my check already. I'm gonna go pro. Sonic Fox, just sign me already to your Call of Duty mobile team. I'll be more than happy to join. just sign me already, dudes. My dudes, just do it.
Full send.
Full send. Full stop send. So I also played a video game called, you guys remember at E3 when Capcom was like, Tokyo Game Show, and they were like, here's the new Resident Evil game, Project Resistance.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't remember that.
Walker remembers it.
The new
So-
Resident Evil game?
Yeah, it's called Project Resistance.
I don't remember seeing nothing on the new Resident Evil game.
I mean, I talked about it at great length.
Did
I
we?
was like, oh, it might be a new. It might
Oh,
be a
wait.
New Outbreak.
Was it a
Super
mobile
excited.
game?
No. No, it's.
Why do I
co-op.
feel like... Huh?
You might have just forgot.
Yeah, I forget things easily.
happens.
You guys know this.
I know. Walker remembers it because I haven't been able to shut up about this game. I got accepted into the closed beta for it.
You did?
I did.
That's exciting.
So guess what? I have been playing for a little bit.
Oh, man.
Project Resistance.
You better not violate none of those.
I am not violating the. I did not.
What do they call
trigger
those?
Anything.
NDA.
Now, can't
NDA.
yeah, the NDA. Can't you record it now though, and then, like when the game goes live, you blast it out?
I could.
I mean, you'll have a jump on everybody else if you do that.
And also, I didn't
Same as
fully
saying.
read the terms. I glanced over the terms of services. It didn't say anything about like streaming or anything like that, so I just didn't do it just to be safe.
Yeah, better safe than
last
sorry,
thing-
but
Last thing I want to do is get on Capcom's bad side
yeah, right.
because I love those people. So Project Resistance is an asymmetrical multiplayer game starring 4 test subjects from Raccoon City. And from at least the story part, it seems like it takes place before 1. Actually, probably before 0. Yeah, so essentially this could be the first game in the Resident Evil franchise. You play as... It's 4v1. There's the survivors, and then there's the... I forget what they're called. I think it's called the Mastermind. So the 4 survivors have to go around, solve puzzles to get to the next room so they can leave. Each character has their own special traits. The one that I really liked, I forget her name, but she can throw down just a healing spray and just like an AoE of healing. I played her a lot. I was clutch at many times. But then the person you're going up against, basically his job is to move from camera to camera. He's basically behind, like a he's looking at a bunch of screens. Okay? Looking at a bunch of screens. And he is hopping from camera to camera, placing down traps and zombies.
Okay.
So he's almost like a dungeon master in like D&D. So he's the one that's placing all this shit. And so your job is to stop the survivors from succeeding within the time limit.
What? That sounds actually damn cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
What's also cool about it?
Have you guys
is
ever heard
that-
of the Betrayal of the Haunted House or Haunted Manor on the Hill or Betrayal of the Hill House on the Hill? Walker, if you're talking, we can't hear you, bro. But it sounds like what you're saying, but it's a board game version. Keep going.
Kinda, yeah. But
Kinda.
he can also take control of any of like the zombies that he spawns, and attack, and like take full control and attack the players with it. So one of the things that you can do is like drop down a liquor, and then play as liquor and claw on the walls and run around and like lick people.
That's awesome, actually, bro.
Okay.
It's almost like actually a better example would be Dead by Daylight.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get to build the map too.
you get to place the stuff around.
Get
yeah.
the fuck out of here.
That's neat.
Yeah. Yeah. So imagine Dead by Daylight
Yeah.
or like Friday the 13th or any of those games,
Mhm.
but you don't directly control the stuff.
That's
You place them down,
Yeah.
and then you can control them.
that's
if you
awesome.
wanted to.
Hmm.
And like
That's
each
neat.
thing has a bunch of different cooldowns and energy meters and stuff that you have to keep in mind.
Walker's
things-
arguing with his Uber Eats driver right now.
Probably. Is it the Domino's guy? Tell the Domino's guy what's up.
The Domino's guy's around the corner. He's eating his pizza right now.
No, he's getting Subway. He's getting Subway.
No,
They're
no, dude. The
driving
Subways
off.
are out of bread. Remember?
Oh yeah, the Subways are out of
Wait,
bread.
what?
So
Yeah, so you can lay down
One
the
of the
items in the map and be the creatures and run around.
yeah.
That's kind of neat
And-
in a Resident Evil
and what-
game. That's
yeah,
such a
and
different
another cool thing-
approach, and it's
It is.
multiplayer too. Then
It is.
a multiplayer
it's-
Resident Evil game.
Yeah, it's not the first one.
How did I
It's-
How did I
but-
forget about this?
Yeah, it's
I
really
smoke too
cool. I would
much.
definitely recommend. Yeah, you do. I would definitely recommend like looking it up on YouTube, looking up some gameplay or something of it because it is.
Yeah, it sounds
I
awesome,
was-
bro.
Whenever there's a Resident Evil game, I'm always hesitantly optimistic because I've been burned many a time.
You
Resident
get
Evil
super
6
excited
still-
about it. It's your favorite series. You pop it in. You get
Yeah.
super amped, and then all of a sudden it's that moment where shit's about to get real, and then you realize it's real fake.
Yeah,
And you get sad.
Resident Evil 6 still resonates with me. And
Did you
that,
like Zero?
Resident Evil 0 was good.
Okay. Isn't that the
Yeah,
one that
Resident
came
Evil
out for the
and Giraffe.
GameCube?
Yeah, 0 was
On the
pretty good.
train?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever get off the
Um,
train. I never got further than that.
You do.
Okay.
You get off the train, then you go to like the Arklay Mountains like research base for Umbrella. And
Okay.
then you end up at the mansion, the Spencer estate, like looking upon the Spencer estate at the end.
Ah.
Yeah, the end of 0 is the beginning of 1,
Sort of.
kind of, but
Yeah.
it leads into it.
Yeah, it all leads into it because Rebecca is in 1. You meet her on either Chris
Tells you how the
or-
T virus happened, well, got released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one you said
Yeah.
is supposed to take place theoretically before that.
Technically, yes, because they have the 4 survivors are actually like people that Umbrella has basically abducted and are experimenting on. So if we're following the canon, it takes place prior to all this, because by the time that Resident Evil 1 and 0 and 1 and that kind of stuff happens, Umbrella, the underground Umbrella research facility in Raccoon City's already been fucked. There's lickers running rampant, zombies, everyone's
God,
dead.
that would suck.
You know?
Could you imagine?
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. So I mean, Resident Evil 6 hurt me in many ways because of how bad it is and how much it's a piece of shit and no one should ever play it.
No.
So I'm always like hesitant with Resident Evil games, but this one I can honestly say after putting probably about 2 or 3 hours into it, I can honestly say this is one that I'm gonna pick up.
Cool. Yeah, it sounds like one
definitely gonna
shit.
pick it up.
If you get it, I might get it. I don't know. I can't read that. I'm still worthy.
When you're over 30 and still wake up with Morningwood, and it's Thor holding a Mjolnir saying I'm still worthy.
Nice.
Thanks.
You two wouldn't get that joke, only me and Schroeder would.
Yeah.
Thanks,
$10.
thanks for the Mimi.
You young fucks.
Thanks for the Mimi while I'm talking about Resident Evil.
The
You're
Mimi.
welcome.
Yeah.
Where can I? You walk into Walmart. Where can I
As-
find? Where's your Mimi aisle? I was
Yeah,
told
where's
that.
your Mimi?
I was told I can get dank Mimis here.
No, that game actually does look really fun. I love
Yeah,
how you
that
can
is.
become
Mr.
yeah.
and
and
then
you-
give it to him.
Yep.
Yeah, one of the things is like you can summon bosses. So
Yep.
the only one they showed off is Mr. X.
Any of the
Which again-
bosses, or just like certain ones?
I don't know.
That's
because
probably
it would
DLC.
It would make negative sense if things like the Tyrant was there.
Yeah.
The one
Like,
Yeah.
the one trailer that I watched,
Or any
you
of
can
the
be-
Seven family.
you can like become any of the things that you spawned.
Yeah. And like another thing too is it does have like minor puzzles where it's just, oh hey, find the pieces and put this dude back together. My biggest complaint with it, it's super fucking easy to get juggled and die in it. Super easy, because especially if someone drops a Mr. X, you're basically donezo's. Like, one of you is gonna die.
Okay.
Also, a lot of things take way too much damage. Everything takes way too much damage. Everything. All the zombies are just straight bullet sponges. I will load in like half a clip into a zombie or a full clip into a zombie, and then it might die. Also saw a really fun glitch where I had a shotgun. Cause okay, so when you get to the new areas, you can buy weapons and ammo from like safe rooms. You start off with just a pistol, so you can buy different items from there. Use coins that you incur from just getting to the end of the level. I bought a shotgun, which is stupid expensive in the game, and I'm aiming down my sights of it, and a licker smacks me. I kind of glitch out a little bit. I lose my shotgun, and I have my handgun out, but there's no handgun in my hands. So it looks like I'm just shooting. I'm just bang, 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 with just nothing in the character's hands. It was pretty entertaining.
Jesus.
But yeah, Project Resistance, A+ in my book, at least right now. A. I wouldn't say A+, A.
Nice. Well, that sounds like it'd be fun.
Yeah, kind of makes me bummed I couldn't go to California to play it a month ago. My Google Assistant's activated.
So you're echoing a little bit.
Yep. Well, that's pretty
All
neat.
right.
Anything else interesting going on this week?
Stop. I'm just having it. I just see it's just like listening to me, and I'm just like, nah. You're gonna pull up some weird shit on my TV, and I'm gonna be like, no. That's really it. Other than playing Tetris 99.
Yeah. You don't play Tetris 99. You slay Tetris 99.
No, I don't.
No slaying happened?
No slaying happened. I mean, I did get like I think 5th one game.
God, I hope you're recording it
So
when you
that's
get
pretty
that
good.
when you get that win, man.
Oh, I'm not going to be.
I know.
You
You're gonna
know
be on the
damn well
fucking
I'm not
toilet with your laptop. Cause you ate too much fucking cheese the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna be. I had a Blizzard from Dairy Queen, so I'm just gonna be there all day, just playing. Yeah, I mean that was my week. I didn't really watch anything either. I haven't watched like any anime or any movies that are exciting.
Did
I
you
haven't
not
even watched the
see?
movie.
You didn't see it?
The Joker?
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the trailer.
Did any of you guys see it
I
yet?
Sort of.
showed these guys. It was the real trailer. Shut
None
the
of you
fuck
guys
up.
have seen it yet?
No, I saw it.
Those two saw it.
Oh, I want to see it so
Schroeder
bad.
And,
It's
not
so
Schroeder,
good.
Walker and Nate saw it.
Bro, I want to
Um,
see that movie so bad. I guess people were fucking freaking out. Walking out of
Dude.
the theaters and shit.
So good.
Saying it was
Okay,
just
the
saying it was such a
people who walk-
sadistic depiction of the situation, which I don't.
It's
it does-
exactly what it is.
Is
It's
it?
supposed to be that.
Is it? Ugh. I
It's,
thought they
and
were over exaggerating.
If you have a so I don't want to like bash
Well,
anybody, like 100%,
well,
but like
I feel like you can talk about it when you and Walker inevitably talk about it.
Yeah. I apologize. Yeah, we can get to that later. Yeah, we'll get to
No,
that
absolutely.
chapter. But yeah,
When you I know damn well you guys are gonna talk about it, so just
For sure.
just hold off.
for sure. And then we're gonna talk about it next week
God
because I
damn
gotta
it.
see
Give
this
me-
movie.
Give me a sec. Just give me a little bit of time before you guys go on and on about it.
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, what else you got going on, bro?
That's it.
Oh.
That's it.
That's it.
All right,
We're
Nate.
done.
Nate and me and Walker, we played a game. I guess we could talk about that
Yeah.
after we are done. We did play a video game last night,
Mhm.
and it was a blast.
It was honestly a lot of fun. I'll
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. All right, who wants to go next?
I can go if anyone
All
else.
right,
if
you
no one else wants
you
to go.
Yeah,
volunteered.
go ahead, bro.
All right. So
Walker's still looking at his pizza that he made.
yeah, what the hell is he
from,
doing?
from Domino's Pizza Maker.
Fucking
He's just
Christ.
looking at it, salivating.
So
He's gonna fucking. One of these days, he's just gonna be like, "I'm fucking done with you guys.
Yeah, right.
I'm done with
Looks
all
so
you. I
disappointed.
hate your guts."
He has that same look on his face, like
Never.
when my dad used to just be disappointed in whatever I did.
Which
He
is
just,
what
I'd come
makes
home
me
and he'd be,
angry.
I'd come home, he'd be in the computer chair, just like, I know what you did.
nice.
Jeffrey, I'm very disappointed in you. Oh, gee, Dad, what did I do this time?
No.
I.
What we got?
But so yeah, what's good, Nate? What's up with you, buddy?
All right. So I started streaming a game. You all know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Was that your first stream?
That was my first legitimate. What just
Are you,
happened?
are you gonna talk about the first 2 hours of that stream?
I am gonna talk about the first hour and 10 minutes. Thank you.
Was it hour and 10 minutes? Okay.
was an
You
hour
said-
and
you
10
told
minutes.
me 2 hours when
Did
I
I?
texted you. Yeah.
Okay, I may have mistyped, but it was the first hour and 10 minutes of the stream. All right. So to preface, this was my first legit stream. Mind you, I've streamed on PlayStation
So
before.
proud of you.
Thank you.
Would you look at that Walker that's growing up so fast?
Yeah, I know.
Remember when
Look
he was?
at it.
Remember when the first time he jumped on the stream with us?
Yep.
Schroeder, you see how these two are growing up so fast, getting into streaming and everything?
It's true.
Only me and Schroeder can talk
Oh,
about
I know, right?
growing
Right?
up
Yeah,
because,
you guys.
We've been doing this
do-
the longest.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, man. We're gonna grow so powerful. It's gonna be crazy. They're gonna make a fucking Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
It's gonna be called the Dynamic Quattro. Our logo is just gonna be a razor.
It's a razor.
Shit, Quattro.
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah,
gonna be
but, like,
amazing.
As I was saying, like my only streams I've legitimately done were like on the PlayStation through the Twitch app.
Okay.
What's the face for, my guy?
Walker's just being fucking weird.
I don't know what he's doing over there
Dancing.
either. Is
Dancing.
he dancing? That's what I'm.
I
Every
am.
time you see me doing this, I'm jamming out to some music over here. My stream
Having
always
fun,
has
I mean.
music going.
I'm dancing to the sound of Nate James's voice 'cause it's so beautiful.
know.
Ah,
I have nothing
Yeah,
else playing.
so-
says
For
that
the
ASMR.
For the first hour and I'd say roughly probably hour and a half closer towards, I had no audio, and I was talking, I was explaining what I'm thinking's going on, fully interactive with the people that were popping in and out. I'm like, why are people leaving so quickly? Come to find out, James pops in, hey, you have no audio. I'm like, what?
That
Well,
moment
Well,
like,
that's how.
the-
Well, then that's
the
how you
moment
know
of
you're doing it right.
realization.
Yeah, but
The
that's how you know
moment
you're
of
doing it right. You know.
realization When I
It's
hop
not a
in
good
his chat
stream
and be
if-
like,
unless
"Dude,
something
there's
goes
no
wrong."
Audio. And he goes, I just see him look over like this.
Starts juggling
And
things.
he goes,
I'm proud, man. I'm super glad that was your first stream, man.
It was a lot of fun. And
Did you?
like,
You had fun? You had a good time?
I had a lot. Yeah, no, absolutely. I
What
had
was
a
that
lot of
game
fun.
you
I
were
enjoyed
playing,
it.
bro?
It is the game that I've been talking about playing. It was called Canarium.
Canarium.
It is a HP Lovecraft based game based off of the Mountain
Ah.
of Madness.
Is there
Mountain of
Chulu in
Madness.
it?
Cthulhu is gonna. Okay, so
Do you
remember when I got
encounter
into
the
the submarine,
Cthulhu?
right? Remember when I got into the submarine?
Yeah, that wasn't a
Do you
Cthulhu
remember-
though. That was a
No,
building.
no, no. But it was part of
Cthulhu.
the sunken city.
Cthulhu.
There was stone monoliths that looked like they were from the sunken city.
I
The
see.
sunken city does have to do with Cthulhu. And I don't know if you remember, there was a statue the blue statue I had picked up. And it was one of the followers wearing a mask of an octopus, which is one of the followers of Cthulhu. The majority of HP Lovecraft is based on the lore of Cthulhu than other things based off of that.
I see. I
So-
see.
Canarium has things from Cthulhu, and like that's obviously HP's biggest thing that he created. Was Azathoth.
Right. It's got such a
Cthulhu.
fucking cult following behind it.
Oh, 100%. Like, there's a whole religion based around the cult of Cthulhu. That's just a whole thing. That's like an hour-long conversation, so I'm not going to get into that. But that was a lot of fun. And I said I would like regularly stream it, and my regularly streaming is not quite as consistent as I had hoped. I do not get to sit down every night and play that game because I come home from work, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I don't feel well. Like I have like I have a specific health issue that's super annoying, and I just try not to deal with it a lot. And it's annoying, and I don't get to play quite as much as I'd like to. I do plan on playing tomorrow because when I get off of work, I'm going to be playing probably from when I get off of work, unless anyone's trying to like play Sea of Thieves or something of that.
It's sometimes
unless-
kind of tough coming up. I mean, don't beat yourself up about it, man. Like that's the biggest thing in my opinion. I have two pieces. One of them is if you're somebody that's getting into streaming and all that other stuff, just being productive. First off, you can't ever you have to forgive yourself for everything because like nothing is ever gonna go right. Murphy hangs out right next to your shoulder, just whispering sweet nothings into your fucking ear. Like last week, your audio didn't work. You know how many? Can you even count how many times, James, has you've gone back and your audio isn't there? Yeah, same here.
I would need a bunch of extra hands.
Yeah, I would need a bunch of hands, right? So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is don't let the lack of a tool or the lack of some kind of thing prevent that whole idea of, oh, I'll make it when I get this item. I'll make it when I get my other thing, or I'll do the thing when I finally obtain this creative, I'll start making Adobe
control you.
Right. So like, cause that's a big thing too. Like, all right, I'll start posting Photoshop videos when I get my Wacom tablet. Fuck that. Just start making them and then let your audience enjoy you growing. Like they'll be about it because they felt like they were there for it.
That's how I've kind of looked at it. Is like I stream when I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna have a good time. Like sometimes I'll come home and be like, I feel like I'm obligated to continue this, and I don't like the whole feeling of obligation because that feels like I have to, and not because I'm doing it because I want to enjoy it and have fun.
And remember this too. I mean, like you're not doing this as a job. You're doing this as a hobby for right now. So like, treat it like a hobby. Hey, I feel like streaming today. I'm gonna stream. That's
absolutely.
That's how you start it off, and then once you get to like a big enough level, then you can start treating it like a job and doing the different obligations.
Yeah, like tomorrow, like I've already thought about like I really want to stream tomorrow. I want to play this game again, and I'm only playing it on stream, so like I want to see how this game turns out. So like tomorrow, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna spend like probably like 2 to 4 hours on this game. I've already decided that's what I'm doing, and I'm gonna get home at work and probably start the stream around 7:30 and be on till I don't work the next day. So to be on realistically till I pass the fuck out.
Those are fun. Those are fun streams.
Yeah, like
Walker knows my experience with those streams.
Dude, apparently there's been more than one instance where I've fallen asleep during a stream.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Only the pros can get away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's one other game that I play. I'm either deciding to download it now or I'm downloading it Friday.
Yeah.
Because I saw Markiplier play it, and I'm like, that looks like a really fun fucking game, and I really want to get into it. So I have it in my shopping cart right now on Steam. Like that's what I was doing earlier when I was looking at my.
What is it? I'm looking at starting Darkwood.
I heard that's good.
I think I'm gonna start that on Wednesday. Actually, I think I'm gonna stream that on Wednesday.
The reason I thought of it was because James was talking about early access, and I'm like, I wonder if this game's publicly out for early access. So I looked at it, and Subnautica Below Zero is fully open for early access.
Nice,
bro.
It's on Steam for $20. I'm gonna cop it. Like I'm gonna play that game because it looked like a lot of
Did you
fun.
play the first one?
No, I've watched all the playthroughs though.
Okay, I have a playthrough of that series.
Oh, nice.
Up to episode like 7, and then I got to pick it back up. But yeah, I was doing a playthrough of it. I feel you, man. I can't. Yeah, that's cool. I hope you do. I'm definitely gonna do that one eventually. Oh
Nice.
man, dude, those games are so immersive and ambient and fucking just.
Right.
It's so easy to get sucked into that world. And they're beautiful games. They really are. Like they put so much extra energy into making all the assets just mind-blowingly gorgeous.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's what I thought. I was like, I watched Markiplier play like he had like 2 or 3 episodes out. Then he was like, I'm done until X amount of time because I have other things I need to stream as well. Because it's an early access thing, they just gave him it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch the shit out of this. I watched because in total it was probably like 3 hours worth of gameplay that I watched, and it looked like a ton of fun. But it also looks like the kind of game you're not going to beat quickly. It is going to take some fucking time.
I will tell you what, if you get the hardest part of playing that game was editing. There's so much. Yeah, I would spend 20 hours just cutting out stuff. Like, dude, it would take so
Jesus.
long to edit those videos down because you spend so much time gathering and floating around and fucking traveling from point A to point B. So much editing in that fucking thing.
That's crazy.
So as a series, as far as streaming goes, that's the only thing that's kind of rough. Is you're gonna want to make sure you're engaging with your audience, because that motherfucking game does have a lot of walking around, floating around, like gathering shit time, crafting. It is fun though. It's a hell of a fun time.
Like, and that's the thing, is like, when I was streaming the first time, like, when I thought I had audio, like, everyone that I did see pop in, I was fully conversating. I'm like, hey guys, how's it going? Like, I really enjoy engaging with people. Like, I really like to talk to people, chat, bullshit, just the whole nine. And apparently I was talking to myself. I spooked myself in that game. And I almost jumped out of my chair because, like, I thought I saw something, but I didn't. And that's what really fucks with me about those games, like the horror games that are more based on the story than the pop-outs, is you start psyching yourself out.
Psychological horror beats jump scares any day of the week.
100%. Because, like, you only get, like, the couple seconds of, that was scary. The psychological is like, fuck, what's gonna happen? Where am I going?
That's what made PT such a great horror game. And that's what
PT?
made PT, T as in Tom.
Right.
It was playable teaser from, it was supposed to be kind of the I don't want to say proof of concept, but a teaser demo for Silent Hills, being made by Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro, starring Norman Reedus. It was the best game of 2014, hands down.
What game was this?
PT. It was only available on PlayStation 4. Konami has taken it down from the PlayStation Store. So unfortunately, it's no longer available. But it was, there was one jump scare in it, but the entire time, I mean, like, it was just a simple concept of going down a hallway multiple times, the exact same hallway, like probably 5 to 10 times. And it was one of the most terrifying games I've ever played.
That's wild. That is
That's
pretty
funny.
Cool.
I'll have to lug my PlayStation over there sometime, or you lug yourself over here sometime so we can play it.
Whenever you invite me over, like, I'm down to do whatever.
All right.
And if I get an invite over, we'll do whatever. And, like, that's another thing is I've been wanting to stream more and more recently. But, like, there was somewhere I was going with this and I completely forgot. I lost my train of thought. Anyhow, another thing I've been doing is I've been battling with myself if I want to drop $183 right now or wait till Friday and possibly miss the chance to purchase this item. Because I was talking about last time, I'm going to be going to SDCC this coming year, San Diego Comic-Con, as long as everything goes well and I get my newcomer first time registration. I think as long as I get that done, I'll be able to get a ticket. And I told everybody that I've told this so far, I am going regardless if any of my friends, because I have one friend specifically who's supposed to be going with me. Even if he ends up not going, I'm going by my fucking self. I was like, I'm doing this one way or another. And I currently have the only piece that I'm genuinely concerned I might not be able to get in my Etsy cart, which is the helmet for Agent Venom. And there's only one left. And one other person has it in their cart. It's because Etsy tells you how many people have this in their cart. And it's like, hey, there's one left. It has 2 people have it in their cart. So one being me, one being someone else. And it's very concerning because they haven't pulled the trigger yet either. So I'm thinking either I'm going to do it Friday. And if it's there, it's meant to be. I'm meant to do that character. That's just kind of how I'm looking at it at this point. Because realistically, I could purchase it right now. Yeah. Who's going to shoot first? Who shot first? Han or Greedo? But, like...
Who actually framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah. Fucking jeez. But, like... trying to get this stuff is very, very concerning. Just because, like, I never know if I'm going to use because I don't think he's gonna make any more. And like, because this dude started his account in 2014, and it looks like he hasn't made another one of these helmets since 2016. So it's been
Wow.
3 years. So this helmet is sitting in perfect condition, perfect pristine condition, but it's just sitting in its case and waiting to be sold. Yeah, and it says only one available. It's in 2 people's carts, and I could just click pay with PayPal and it'll all be over.
And the suffering will end.
The suffering will end. I'm like, the only reason I don't really want to wait too much longer is because I don't know how long it'll take to ship, because it's
Yeah.
coming from Thailand.
Oh yeah, that can take a hot minute.
Yeah,
Well, it all depends, because like my PlayStation 2 I got from Japan came, I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks.
okay.
It only took, and that's a much heavier item.
That's true. That's very true. This helmet's made out of it's a fiberglass and polymer material, so like it's pretty light. Like, it's so slimline, it's so sleek, like it's perfect. It is exactly what I've been needing. And then I have to obviously like build my suit. I'm currently looking at what the dude posted his picture of, and it just looks terrible. That's beside the point.
It just looks terrible.
It is very, very bad. But yeah, like, that's really what's been going on with me, other than looking at car mods, because I understand that because I got a loan for 5 years on my car. And I'm gonna have that car for probably the next 5 to 7 years of my life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna mod the shit out of it. I'm gonna make it look cool. I'm gonna tint the windows. I'm gonna drop it an inch. I'm gonna get the Evil M, which I don't know if anyone's familiar with what the Evil M is for Mazda, but it's basically, it's like, it kind of looks like Majin Buu's M, like realistically.
Oh, okay.
Like it's a little different, but like it kind of looks like that. But it's just a Mazda decal. It's a Mazda emblem that doesn't have the circle, and it just has like the evil looking M. It's just like villainous, kind of like Megamind.
Oh. God damn it. I thought I had that removed from my brain, from my memory banks.
Not today. But yeah, like, I'm really excited. I've been watching a lot of the Comic-Con stuff, and like, I'm just hyping myself up and like getting really excited. And then I have to pull the trigger and buy all this shit from Amazon. And then I have to find someone to paint on the emblem front of the piece, which I'm probably gonna get pay her a little bit to do that, because she's a fantastic artist and she's like super into like superheroes and shit. So
Yeah.
that'll probably be what I'll do. But yeah, like, I haven't been doing too much besides gonna be starting to stream Subnautica Below Zero once I end up getting that, and then playing Canarium, streaming through that, and then the game that James is gonna be talking about relatively soon, I'm assuming.
We're all
The game that we all
talking
played.
We're all gonna be talking about it.
Oh, that's true. That we're all gonna be talking about. I'm gonna stream that too, because like once we all get together, that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
We were all really engaged. But yeah, that's me. That's what I've been up to. So whoever's next.
Jeff, go, because it looks like Walker's still salivating over his pizza.
Him and the pizza are in a
Oh
domestic.
my god! Oh,
What are you doing?
motherfucker!
Why are you watching?
Why are you
TV?
watching Dragon Ball Super right fucking now?
You're in the middle of a
Stop.
podcast, dude.
So I
What are
can-
you
in the middle of
doing?
a
So when it's my turn, I can
goddamn
talk
fucking
about the. So when it's my turn, I can talk about the final episode. I never watched it.
He's trying to catch
we're
up
gonna
real
do-
quick.
No, Walker,
know you
we're
can
going
make
to
that
do a
go
special
1 times
podcast,
faster.
Remember? We're gonna do this. We're gonna have our own podcast. Remember?
Well, I know, but at least I can say when it's my turn, I can say I watched every episode of Dragon Ball Super.
So that's what you were fucking doing. You
Oh.
were salivating over Kira's bald fucking head and terrible character
Yeah.
design.
So go, Schroeder. Take your time. I still have 10 minutes.
Oh man, 10 minutes?
No, I'm just kidding. If you don't, you can do whatever. Whenever you're done, I'll go.
Yeah, not a whole ton. Let's see. What have I been doing? I don't know. I've started getting back into editing video or photos and stuff. I'm trying to
Nice.
playing around with some branding ideas. Actually, I've been playing around with branding ideas for you guys. So something to keep tinkering with. I need your guys' feedback on some stuff and some input
Yeah.
on what you guys might want in the theme. Like, why the fuck, James, do you have yourself playing with toys as your primary videos? As the first thing I fucking see when I go to your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Why are you
Yeah.
playing with toys? What is that? From 5 years
haven't-
ago? What is
Yeah,
that?
5 years ago, bro.
I'm just
You got-
messing. I'm just
dude,
playing. I'm just playing.
Dude, you gotta stay true to your roots.
Hey, it's
I was
awesome.
listening. I listened to the song "Humble" by Kendrick Lamar not too long ago, and it made me realize something. I need to remind myself of my roots.
Oh, your roots? Roots?
Doing the craption
roots.
videos,
Ah.
playing with dollar store toys, and
Well-
reviewing them.
Well, well, hey, man. I'll tell you what. But in general, though, that's what I've been up to is just kind of editing that type of thing. So if you guys need anything done, I get a lot of personal joy out of just doing it. So let me know. Actually, I've been thinking about doing a little bit of stream to that too. I don't know, man. There's so many things I want to do. But the studio is pretty much done. Like I finished that last week, though. I think I mentioned that last week. And then other than that, what else have I been doing? I didn't get the manager job. I know that for sure. You know how I know?
Hmm.
Because somebody else
How?
got it already, and I never even got a
Oh.
call back.
Wait, what?
Oh,
All right.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did you get?
It's like get
Did you,
dunked
you,
on.
you didn't get turned down from the? You didn't get turned down?
Yep. I didn't get turned down. I had the phone interview, and that was the last. That was it. That was all.
Even like Luke and shit, he got called saying they weren't moving forward with him.
Yeah.
Wow,
One of the- it
that's
happened-
fucking
that's
The
shit.
same thing happened to one of the other girls I work with, but she said that he later called and apologized for that. So I'm just gonna let it go. I don't even care. I don't care. I didn't want the damn job. I didn't
Well,
want
no, that's still shit. We get it. No, you're not being moved forward.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't
Uh.
want to do that. You know, actually, if I was to do something like that, you know what I would probably do? I would actually do sales supervisor. I think. I think I'd rather do sales supervisor than Geek Squad manager. Maybe, or maybe that might be a safer step. I don't know.
More room for advancement, I feel like.
Yeah. Either way, I'm open to any upgrade. Either in-home environment. Either in-home or recon or air A or something in lower end leadership. I don't want to be a manager. I don't even honestly
What's
think I
recon?
want to be. Recon's what Walker does.
Walker does.
I work from home.
Yeah, work from home.
I work from home, helping people with their shit and listening to them complain.
All day.
Basically, what you do in store just over the phone, except on a more, like, on a higher scale.
Yeah, people call him and they're like, you know, my TV, it's all a black screen. What do I do about that? And Walker says, is there a button on your remote that
Turn
says
it on.
input? And he says, yeah, there's a button that says input. Push it. He pushes
Pretty
it.
much.
Oh my God, you saved the day. Have a good day. Bye.
I don't have any sound. I don't have any sound on my TV. Okay, unplug your TV for 30 seconds. Plug it back in. I'm guessing your sound's back? Yeah, it's back. Thank you. Okay, have a great day.
do we have that up here?
Professional quality.
Anywhere. It's
Yeah, anyway.
you can work.
It's all
I worked
just
there.
from
I
home.
did recon
Yeah,
from
you work
Erie.
from home. It's just phones.
Yeah, back in
Yeah.
your kitchen.
Yeah, I worked in my kitchen. I legit was in my. I legit
Why?
sat
Look,
in my
the
kitchen.
one day, the recon was down, so this dude got paid to play fucking Minecraft for 3 hours.
I did.
You son of a bitch.
I played Minecraft. I played Apex. I watched a movie one time. One day I watched Avengers Infinity Wars when our systems were down, because there's nothing you can do. So when the company's phone systems go down, you basically stay there and sit there to get paid. One benefit of my job. There's multiple benefits, but that's one of the benefits. Where'd Schroeder go? He's in the middle
Yeah,
of his
where-
week.
Yeah, I am. I'm talking. I'm still here. I had to grab a
Yeah,
drink.
Schroeder's in the middle of his week.
Yeah. So aside from that, what were you just saying? What was I just saying?
You didn't get the job.
Oh,
you,
yeah,
you're
not
gonna
a big
be
deal.
Streaming some. You're gonna be streaming some.
Darkwood.
art soon.
Yeah,
Dark-
Darkwood. Yep, that's gonna be fun. But
Dark
other
was
than
a
that,
top-down like horror game, right?
yeah, it's a top-down, melancholy ass, creepy game. But I still want to get the other series done, like the rest of Alien, and the other one was Subnautica. I would like to get those finished at some point. It's just sitting down and doing it. It's like it's such a heavy task because I spend so much time editing. Like I'm watching other people and when they're like, "What's your editing process?" and they're like, "Oh, I just skim it twice and I cut it up and it's done." 2 hours? They get it done in an hour? They get it done in 2 hours? How the hell do they get it done in 2 hours? Like, I don't get it. Certain videos maybe, but some of them take... I've had videos literally take me 40 hours to make. Like,
Jeez.
yeah, some of the Subnautica ones, as a matter of fact. Those
Damn.
ones take forever.
Yeah, the old, I guess you could say, like, the old version of this show that I used to do on my YouTube channel. It took me legit a straight fucking week to do.
Yeah.
Between getting the news, editing last week's episode, doing voiceovers for different things on it.
That's why
Yeah,
presets are your best fucking friend. They save
They're-
so much
they're
time.
Fantastic.
But, yeah,
Them
not much else, though.
hotkeys, though.
Not much else. I want to go see the Joker movie. That looks good. Being cool, making new friends, trying to be awesome as best I can. But
Hell yeah.
that's about it, though. How about oh, I don't think that was 10 minutes.
Yeah, Walker, how much time do you have left on
Yeah.
fucking Dragon Ball shit?
Don't worry,
Dragon
I'll
Ball
pause it.
Z.
Android 17's about to make his wish.
Uh-oh.
About to
Can-
make his wish. The Super
Can you
Dragon
wish
Balls.
for more
No.
wishes?
No, but you can wish for anything you want. It's the Super Dragon Balls is as big as a galaxy.
I would get a mug of root beer that never goes
you
empty.
go.
That would be my wish.
Walker,
You just keep
what do you
drinking and
think-
drinking and drinking and it never empties.
Walker, what do you think? What do you think 17's wish is gonna be?
I already know how it ends. I read it,
Oh, yeah,
unfortunately.
you did.
So
You spoiled
Yeah.
it for yourself.
I did. I read it. I kind of had an
You
idea.
didn't need to watch it.
Yeah, but it's still for the nostalgia fact of it. So
Well,
100.
Well, that fucking show made me hate that entire series.
So you gotta think. So there was 131 episodes. I watched this for 131 weeks.
And
So it's
also
been
to put this
one
in
episode a week.
perspective, too, to put this in perspective too, I haven't watched that show. I finished that show a year and a half ago.
Yeah,
Jesus.
2 years.
that's
No,
how
yeah,
far
no.
behind the Japanese version is. I mean, that's how far behind the American version is from Japan.
Yeah, Walker, you were still.
I was
up
like
here
on
in-
episode like 30.
Yeah. Yeah, when you
Yeah,
left.
it
right?
was. Yeah, it was. Todd Cohn was there, and everything else was. Yeah,
'Cause
Brock.
We would talk about it. We would talk about it every week, and I would be like, I would just shit all over it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we were barely into that first tournament of power. Like when I left, like that's how far behind it was.
Yeah.
Well, not the tournament of power. When it was
The
Universe
tournament.
7. Yeah,
The
just
first tournament, yeah.
yeah, 131. And the thing is, though, there was weeks when it wasn't on for like 2 weeks, like 2 weeks at a time.
Yep.
So you're probably looking roughly 150 weeks. This has been going on, and I watched every episode. And James was like, "Dude, just fucking use my Crunchyroll or my Funimation account and watch it now." I was like, "I know I could, but I just don't want to. I can't." I did watch. I did watch.
Want to.
Well, no, because it's the Japanese vote. It's the Japanese voices. And don't get me wrong, I did watch quite a few. I'd watch like 2 episodes ahead every once in a blue moon, but then I'd stop. The voices
I
get
would
me.
see it- I would see it show up in my feed. I would be like, oh god.
Yeah,
Don't
the
remind me
the
of this.
voices is what got me. So I got that going on. Apex Legends released. Got I win my second game. So pretty pumped about that.
Nice.
I'm up to 4 or 5 wins already, which is like equals what I've had like season 2. Me and James did pretty decent the first night we played. A bunch of got second place the one time.
Oh, because of my clutch play.
Yeah,
Because
we got second. It was a 1v1 situation, and I died, and I got killed, and the other team won. Placed third a couple times, so it wasn't horrible. I love the new Apex. I think the map's amazing. It's beautiful. I love the change.
I
so-
think there's not enough weapon spawns. Like,
Yeah.
there's not enough weapon drops.
There's a lot of
It's-
loot, but not weapons.
Yeah, there were times like the game that we got second. It was probably a good like what 3-4 minutes before I
Oh,
actually
yeah.
got my first gun.
Because you ran, he literally,
The third guy, yeah,
like-
that we were playing with the rando.
yeah, James had to like crawl away Like they had to like sneak away because there was like 2 teams battling him. He had no ammo.
I didn't have a gun. It wasn't
Yeah.
ammo. I didn't have a fucking gun.
Yeah, it was. But it like I love the way it looks. I think it's. I love that they completely changed the map. It's a whole new map.
Do you think they the lack of guns is intentional? Like to make it harder like that, or is it just too far?
It just
So-
depends. You have to. It depends on where you land now.
Yeah.
Like it really depends. Like before, you can land in random mass play. I'm assuming when updates come in, they'll change
Yeah.
it. Like-
Cynical me says that no, it wasn't intentional and they just fucked up.
hmm
But there's a part of me that's like, they probably made this intentional. Just
Like,
to get a feel.
Like there's like a city now, and you can go up to every story of buildings, and there's like armor on every single building, and every single one there's health packs, things along those lines. Like there's a ton of loot, just not necessarily guns. But it's but yeah, I like it. The premise is, so in season 2, this woman named Watson came in. She broke the barrier of Apex, which allowed the dinosaurs, I've s- yeah, to come in and destroy the land. So all the Apex players, like, okay, well, let's travel to a different world now. So you all get in a ship, travel to a different planet. You land on the planet, now it's fight for survival on a whole new world.
Sounds a
So,
lot
it's
like
not,
Ark.
It's not King's Landing anymore.
no. What is it? What's the name of it? Do you remember what it is? World's
Meltdown
End?
or something. Oh yeah, World's End.
World's End.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a whole new world. They actually get in a ship, they fly to a whole new planet. I love it. It's beautiful. A lot of good reviews on it. Everyone says that ranked is trash right now, unfortunately, because no one's playing it, because everyone's just doing the regular one. I'm assuming give it like 2 weeks, because everyone wants to get familiar with the map and all the ins and outs first before
Mm-hmm.
they actually go to ranked. And in a week, they will be launching what's called loot keys. So essentially, random throughout the whole map, you can find a key, and that key unlocks a gold room. So basically, there's a bunch of tunnels that have secret rooms, and these rooms have all gold and purple
Perper.
all gold and purple equipment.
Okay.
Purple shields, head masks.
Right, it's got good shit. It got shit in a box.
Yeah.
And it's called a treasure room. It's got the best
No,
stuff
it's
you can
not-
get.
It's not good shit. It's best shit.
Yeah,
How you
it's
get
like-
that?
You have to go.
Yeah,
You have to randomly stumble upon a key.
How you get a key?
Just
You
loot.
stumble upon it.
Oh,
You go to the
okay, it just
website,
opens up.
Stumble upon and
Yeah,
you
you
just
got.
find it.
And just get
Do you
on.
know how? Because you know those red chests that open up and then give you like guns and shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, Schroeder?
Yeah.
They're in those.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
they
that's
will
cool.
be. You can look inside the rooms right now, but the keys aren't in the game.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, you look inside these rooms and they tease you.
Wow,
with
look
all
at these
this-
3 golden armors that I
Yeah.
cannot pick up.
So it's shit that they tease you with
It's
it.
got the
but
James Bond golden gun in there.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Man, GoldenEye, man, I have punched people over GoldenEye 64 because
Yeah,
someone picked up
I've
the golden
been-
gun.
I've been punched over that.
Fuck you, don't use
I've
goddamn
been
GoldenEye.
I got-
Or
I got-
Odd Job. Do not use Odd Job.
Bro, when I was like,
You're trash if you use Odd Job.
when I was probably like 8 or 9, my buddy Kenny, he was the kid in the neighborhood that had all the consoles. He had all
There
of
you
it.
go.
He had everything. And we were playing Star Fox, and this kid he's a tough guy, you could say, growing up. He was one of those kids. And we were playing Star Fox multiplayer, and you could play as a tank on 64.
Oh, yep, I remember that.
And I kept shooting his ass out the sky. He got so mad at me, bro. He fucking haymated me. He hit me with a haymaker that knocked my whole chair like back onto the ground. And he was so mad, and I was laughing so hard, like, which probably pissed him off even more. But the good old days. Tangent.
You had good old tangents
Yeah,
about the golden gun.
a golden gun. We're just getting
That's pretty
punched
much for my week.
gaming.
We I guess let's talk about it now. Us three and Mark played Sea of Thieves.
Oh, did you guys?
We did.
That was a good time.
It-
Yeah.
that was fun.
It's very nerve-wracking. So me and James played it by ourselves the one night.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not as fun. We got our asses kicked. Like our
We had a marginally good time.
No, we did. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's just
something we probably wouldn't go back to all the time.
yeah,
Okay.
Just the two of us.
we're just the two of us. Like we would probably once in a while. It's just
With a group of
it's
people,
more
it's
ad-
probably a lot more fun.
it's more adventurous
Yeah.
Full
Um,
team.
Yeah, full
but-
team would be flame, bro.
because it's easier that way. Because then someone like can set the sails. I was not driving the ship, but
You were
sailing the
captain.
ship.
You were the captain.
Captain Geach was captain, and finally.
Captain.
Exactly.
Captain Geach.
Captain Geach was capping and
And
capping.
then, so look at that. My name's finally comes full circle.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Captain
about goddamn
Gooch.
time.
Call the law of
Captain Gooch
manifestation.
at his best.
And then
Law of
James was in the crow's nest, and Nate James was falling out in the water and confronting 200-foot sharks.
I
200.
was standing on the giant fucking pole that comes off the front of a ship.
Yep.
And I was standing there, went to walk back on, and I fall into the water where there's a giant megalodon that's
As-
probably the size of a Tyrannosaurus.
As we're all freaking out because we hear the music change.
Oh,
okay?
no!
It gets
We hear
like
the
it
music
gets
change
like
to
dark.
something more
It's like
intense.
dun-dun-dun-dun-dun,
Way
dun-dun-dun.
more intense, and we're all just like, "What is causing that?" I turn to my right,
Yeah.
and I see this thing just come out of the water, and I just scream. I'm like,
Well, because it's like it goes from like this piratey music, like an accordion.
Right. Like you guys are
to all of a
jamming on the
sudden-
Mark was
seas.
playing.
All of a
Right.
sudden it goes dun 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 dun. And we're like, what the fuck is that? And this fucking this megalodon, like 200-foot shark, just starts swimming. He falls off the boat, and he's like, "Oh my god, that's a huge fucking shark." We're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
And this was about 10 minutes after we got chased by a pirate ghost ship for like 50, like probably for like 15 minutes because we stole a cursed treasure chest. So all of a sudden we're sailing, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
Well,
this fucking
we hear
huge
the-
ass. Yeah. And we're like, what the fuck is that? And we all look to the right, and this giant ghost ship, Pirates of the Caribbean style, comes out of
baby.
the sea and starts shooting cannonballs at us.
What
What
the
the
fuck is that?
And then at one point we're like, oh, there's some ships over there. Holy fuck. They're fighting the Kraken. And we're like,
Were
and we
they?
all turn around and yeah. You saw all of its tentacles out of the water.
Oh man, did you join?
No. We went the opposite
no.
direction.
Why?
Shark.
You guys probably would have been the
We fought a
defining.
shark instead.
Okay, that works. The shark
Like
was bad.
four times we looped around like the same island because we couldn't figure out what direction to go. So we literally just went in a giant circle like 4 times. Mark was like, I think this is the same island. Yeah, it definitely is. I think it's the same island again. Yep. So you got to turn the sails this way. Mark's really good at that shit because he said he was a Boy Scout,
He is an Eagle Scout.
an Eagle Scout. So at one point we're going against the wind, but we're like stalled because we're not moving
We're at
because
an
the wind.
absolute standstill.
Yeah.
Because you're going against the wind.
Yeah, and then Mark adjusts the sails, and then we start flying. I'm like, oh, good thing we're on here. Otherwise, we'd be standing still.
We're like, man, Mark, you're really good at this. And he goes, yeah, I was an Eagle Scout. Finally getting put to good use.
Casual
Yeah,
flex, you know.
Yeah,
yeah, just a cat.
Yeah, you learn-
I was an Eagle Scout flex.
yeah. So yeah, that works. But yeah, that was a good time. It really was. It's
Oh yeah.
very adventurous game. The crappy thing is though, if you have to sell all the loot that you find, because if you don't, you shut the game off. It all disappears.
Oh.
So it's not like you can park your ship at a port. That's the only thing I don't like about that, is that you can't load your game back up and be back on the ship.
Yeah.
You keep whatever loot that you have on you, like on yourself, and you keep all your ammo, everything like that. But if you don't sell the loot that's sitting on your boat, you lose it.
Hmm.
Because then when you load up the game, you're on a brand new ship, but you still have the loot, your outfit, your uniform that you ended the game
Yeah.
previously with, which is
Okay.
nice.
So how about when we rode past that volcano.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that one
So
point
we
where
hear, we're just sailing along, okay, and then we hear a loud explosion, and we're all like, "What the hell is that?" Mark goes, "That was a volcano," and then all of a sudden we just see just magma, just being
Like these
shot out.
fucking huge lava rocks that are literally missing our boat, but we're like, oh, it's gonna hit, and it literally like misses our boat by like an inch.
Oh my word.
Yeah, and the only way, because we have to, like, we're decently far away, but we have to go around this volcano to get to our destination. So it's just fucking raining these magma rocks, and everyone's like, it's gonna hit, oh my god, missed, oh my god, I was close. A couple of them did hit, but it was
Oh yeah, we got fucked a few times.
yeah. But it was fun
Going
though.
down into the basement and being like, "There's water."
We all got fucking
How did that even get down here?
we all got fucking tricked by a woman. We all went and talked to her, and then a skeleton with a barrel of gunpowder came up behind us and exploded and killed us all at one time.
Yeah. That was insane. It
Was that an NPC or was that a player?
was an NPC.
Oh,
The shit
crafty.
just runs up with this barrel and fucking explodes, and we're like,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we all like, oh, let's go talk to this chick. All, us being men, okay, boom, we go in, what's up? All of a sudden, boom, we're all dead.
Yep.
We're like, fucking A.
One of the coolest things was we found like a message in a bottle on like, you know, just in a shipwreck, or like, was it under that capsized boat?
Yeah, it was under
We
the
found-
capsized boat. There's
Yeah.
a ship.
So we swim into this capsized boat, okay, and we find like a letter. So we get onto the boat. I look at the letter, and it says, "Oh, go here, because these like ghost pirates are there." I'm like, sweet, we're on an adventure. So we go there, and there's like a hidden cave that we go into, and just die, but we end up wrecking house.
Yep,
Once we
eventually.
figure out how to fight them, and then we're just hanging out there, and then all of a sudden these two bosses spawn in, and we fight them, we kill them, we take their skulls and sell them for like some sweet loot. That was one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah, that was
super-
awesome. Yeah, that was a very, very, very fun game. And if you're anybody who was looking to play it, the Xbox Live, $1. Yeah, Mark was like, whatever, yeah, that ghost ship just randomly appeared out of water and followed us across half of the map.
Heck,
It literally wouldn't let us go because we had the cursed treasure chest. It followed us forever.
Did you guys get
You
away
guys-
with the cursed treasure chest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we finally made it because we were going into because I think we got lucky. So we were coming up on an island, and then I veered hard to the left, and then the pirate ship had to go to the right. And so when I went to the left, we ended up going into the wind, and so we were just cruising. But then like you could see the pirate ship just kind of like floating, going back and forth, like it was contemplating whether it wanted to come after us or not, and then finally we watched it go back into the water. But it was a good
Yeah,
like
'cause it
10
just,
minutes.
Like, tipped over and went back into the water. It was really weird.
Just
Yeah.
nonchalantly.
Yeah,
It
just
reminded me of
crazy.
Davy Jones' ship when it just like
Mhm.
like literally just sinks into the water. It was a good time though.
Cool. Well,
I-
I'm glad
it
you
was-
guys had fun, man.
Yeah, if you ever want to join, there's only 4 people, but obviously if one of us can't be on, but it's only a 4-person party. But right now it's if you get Xbox Live, you get Xbox Live Ultimate Game Pass, which gives you Xbox Live and the Game Pass for $1.
How long
For
is
a
that
month.
going on?
I don't know how long that promotion is. James got Ultimate Game Pass for $2 for 2 months.
Same.
That expired in September.
I
Now,
just
do you
got
get to
it.
keep the game?
No, you have it until the plan expires.
And then it becomes a monthly membership fee that
Monthly
allows you to
yearly.
play the game.
I wonder
Yeah.
how
It's
much
like-
it is. I'm gonna check it on G2A and
it's-
see what it runs.
It's
It's $15.99 a month, or I think like $100 for the year.
yeah. So and then
But then
that
you
gives
also
you
get
like
Xbox
Gears
Live Gold,
5.
too.
Yeah, you get Xbox Live Gold. You get all the games, Gears 5, this
Forza.
game, Forza. There's about like 1,000 games you'll get.
Nah, not
It's-
1,000, nowhere near.
Well, if you include like
Oh, if you
the
include
non-
the Xbox, if you like the Xbox One games,
yeah,
there's a lot. I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
there's a
1,000
lot.
still, but there's a lot.
but there's a
Is
lot.
Sea of Thieves exclusive to Microsoft?
Yep,
Yes,
because
it's a-
rare.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to find it on Steam, but apparently it's not there.
No, it is only you will not find it on there or PlayStation.
They might bring it to Steam because Gears 5 is on Steam, but
Okay.
All depends what relationship they have.
yeah.
So, let's get into some news, shall we?
Absolutely.
Real quick,
guys-
it looks like you can scoop up Sea of Thieves on G2A. They got an Xbox One Windows 10 Key Global Edition for looks like $27.
I wouldn't use G2A
Really? I use G2A all the time.
just because of how scummy they are.
Really? I haven't had any
I
problems yet.
stopped using it.
It's not like-
everything it's everything we've talked about on the podcast. about
Yeah.
them. Before we get into the news, do you, Walker and Nate, do you guys want to talk about the Joker movie? For like.
Well, I was gonna bring it up. I was gonna bring it up under box office stuff.
Okay, I'll give you guys 5 minutes.
5.
Yeah.
Well, like, so what do you mean by like talking about it? Like talking about like what the movie was about, or like box office news? Like,
Because I know that
Both.
Schroeder probably actually wants to see it. And I don't
Well,
yeah.
That's why we won't do like a full spoiler cast.
Mhm.
Right,
or unless
right,
you guys
right.
want to wait until.
Well, let's just
'Cause
talk
I
about
think I
box
might
office
actually
stuff
go
then.
see it this week.
Okay,
Okay,
well, let's
do
just
you
talk
wanna
about
wait
box
until
office then.
next week, then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
Okay.
talk about box office then.
I'll
So,
leave you guys to 10 minutes then.
Okay.
so going into starting obviously the news. Let's start
So
with
gracious.
movie news.
I gotta
Obviously
draw
the
line
Joker.
somewhere.
Joker was the number one movie in the box office. $93 million for the starting weekend, which is the number one highest grossing October movie of all time, beating
Okay.
Venom
Nice.
by $13 million.
Good.
Huge. I have a couple of these actually. So, biggest opening of the fall. So, It Chapter 1 was number 1 with $123 million.
Okay.
Joker is now number 2.
Nice.
It Chapter 2 was number 3.
I still need to see that.
The highest grossing opening for a rated R movie. Joker is number 4. Number 1 is Deadpool with $132 million. Deadpool 2 at number 2 with $125 million. It $123 million. Joker with $93 million at number 4. Number 5 is The Matrix Reloaded. Yeah. I think everyone just wanted to see like the because is that number 2 or 3? Reloaded is
That's
number
number
2,
2.
right? That's what I thought. I think everyone just wanted to see the follow-up.
Yeah, because the first one was so good.
Second one,
Loved
not
it.
so much.
The
Loved it after the one.
Joker is number 2 of all rated R movie of all highest. In terms of openings for a theater, Joker is number 2. It opened at 4,374 movie theaters. It Chapter 2 opened in 4,570 movie theaters.
Nice.
So in terms of a rated R, that's how many movie theaters it was it opened in, which is crazy. That's a
I
lot.
feel like it would have beaten it if Joker would have gotten for theaters to open in because so many people denied access to seeing them. There
Yeah.
are a lot of people that closed down the whole entire Joker thing just so they wouldn't come see the movie.
Right.
Every theater in LA, every theater in New York City had police escorts. When I went to see Friday Night, there was 3 police officers patrolling the whole entire theater. Just based on everything. Theater in
California.
California did close because it did get credible
California.
threats.
Yeah, people are
That-
calling it. Or somebody called it.
Yep, they were calling in saying someone was going to shoot up the place, and they considered it credible enough to actually close down the theater.
I don't know
And then-
anything about it, but it sounds like fear-mongering shit.
So, but
Yeah.
then the next day,
They just
it
we
opened
were
back
talking
up.
about this the other day. They're just trying to be careful.
worldwide, the Joker did
ridiculous, but-
$234 million.
Hmm,
of
that's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, so
That's a lot of money.
So that was very, 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 very good. Huge numbers, which is awesome. So it will be considered one of the highest grossing rated R movies of all time, which is phenomenal. So it's very, very good. And we'll talk about it more next week. Message, like I was telling Nate James, and I told you, I put in the chat, but I felt it was the best real to life movie I've ever seen in terms of everything that like was conveyed. So in terms of controversy movies, it's rated number 13.
What the hell are the other ones?
Yeah, what's above it?
So let's do a quick list. So
We love
the
lists
top 13 most controversial movies of all time. Yeah, this is ranked number 13. Number
is that the
12.
end?
No, it's the top. There's 50, but
Oh.
I'm not gonna do all 50. So I'll just start at 13. Number 12. Zero Dark 30.
here. Okay.
Number 11. Noah, it's based off Noah's Ark.
Interesting.
Number 10. The Wolf of Wall Street.
That movie's
Um,
great.
That was.
And there was a lot of controversy because the guy that it was based off of said half the movie was false,
Jordan Belfort.
and they didn't ask for his input on half of the movie, so he was pissed. Basic Instinct. I know that movie, but what is Basic Instinct? Well, it's a horror movie. Number 8, Fahrenheit 9/11.
I heard that was good.
Fahrenheit 9/11 was an anti-Bush movie by what the hell is that dude's name?
What's his face? Yeah.
Is that fat dude?
Yeah.
Michael Moore.
Yeah.
Basically, he just shits on George Bush the whole entire movie. Number 16. I mean, sorry, not number 16. Number 7. It came out in 2016. The Woman Ghostbusters. A lot of feminists hated that movie.
What?
Yeah. You got to think this is controversial. So
Right. I'm just curious as to why feminists hated the movie.
I don't know. So Angels and Demons, number 6. That was the follow-up to
The Da Vinci Code.
the Da Vinci Code,
read that book.
anti-Christian movie.
I read that book. That book was awesome.
Number 5, the movie True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's anti-Arab. Number 4, Django Unchained.
The movie was good.
The movie has the most use of the N-word in any other movie in history. Number 3, yeah. Number 3, The Day After Tomorrow. It was
Interesting.
the first movie about global warming.
Huh, that was the first one?
Yeah. Yeah, the first major box office movie about global warming. It came out in 2004.
Oh yeah. And
So you gotta
Alcor
think
smiled
that's-
the entire time.
Yeah. The Da Vinci Code, number 2. Once again, anti-Christian. And the most controversial movie in history, which was also probably one of the biggest movies in history, The Passion of the Christ.
Makes
Never
Which-
seen it.
Which, like that, that's self-explanatory why that would be.
That movie's supposed to be all historically accurate, but yet they got Jesus played by a white man.
Very true. Very true.
By a white man.
So it's very true, though.
That's from the Boondocks.
Yeah, that's.
Jesus.
But yeah, that is the most controversial movie in history. Is that? So,
Interesting.
yeah, but we'll talk more about the Joker next week. Phenomenal movie.
Okay.
Highly recommend going to see it. So.
Yeah.
Do
I have,
not. Okay. So the only thing I do want to say about that movie
Don't
is
bring your kids.
for anyone.
Yeah, don't
one,
fucking
don't
bring your kids.
Do not bring your 7-year-old child. If you can't get a babysitter, leave. Just stay home. Just stay
Yeah,
there.
there was
Pirate it.
multiple
Okay.
kids under the age of 10 at my screening.
What? How did the?
That's
Not
so
even-
wild.
You shouldn't. That's a
They
question
should not
for you.
be
Should you be allowed to
Anybody-
take your, 'cause it's your parents' choice, really?
We talked
Yeah.
about this before this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did. We
podcast.
talked about this last week.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
the
but like me and Walker actually specifically talked about the kid thing
yeah.
before the thing started. Like I personally think that like there should be some sort of like heavy restriction to anyone under the age of like 16.
Yeah, I think though the rule should be changed because the law, not the law, but their policy states anybody accompanied with an adult is allowed in a rated R movie.
That's well.
Or a company with an adult.
Yep.
Or-
As long as they're accompanied with somebody over the age of 17, they are allowed in the movie. Like we were saying, like 16 and older or 16, 17 should be allowed accompanied by adult. 16 and under, not at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because what's the point of having rated R and everything along those lines? Like PG-13, like PG-13, you shouldn't be allowed in a movie between the ages under the age of 13, like technically.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
It's just you're not allowed to buy the movie ticket yourself.
I see.
Yep. so
Like
But
the
yeah.
only other thing I'll say that, as of right now at least, is that do not listen to any social media nonsense because there are certain people who can't handle a movie like that, and that's fine. They're not meant to handle it. That's not how they're built. Just go see the movie, get your own personal opinion, and just watch it for what it is. It's not supposed to be a comforting movie. It's supposed to show you like the darkest depths of a person, because that's what Joker is to show you the absolute deepest, darkest possible points that a human can hit.
I'm the Joker,
All I'll
baby.
say.
So
Yep.
about the Joker movie, I mean, it seems like a really good character study,
Mm-hmm.
which it fascinates me. Like, even if they were to say like it didn't need to be a Joker movie, but I think fleshing out a character that a lot of people are very well familiar with was a great idea. I will give it that. Will I see it in theaters? Probably not. Will I rent it on Blu-ray? Probably. But you know what? I don't want to get shot at a movie theater. That's my thing. I just don't want to get. I don't want to get shot at a movie theater.
Yeah,
there was
I hate
times,
it
and
when
I know
that
Nate James did the same thing. There was times that kind of like the thought went through your head, like it's very possible right now where someone can stand up and be like,
And just
Boom.
spray it down.
yeah, there was times during it, but it's just like that's like your final destination type fucking moments that never actually
Mm.
happen, but you think about it.
You
Like,
know,
I'm on the
it-
highway
we-
and I think someone could kill me.
Yeah, we kind of laugh about this,
Yeah,
but
Right.
unfortunately, it is
it's true.
a
Very
real
possible.
possibility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
It is.
But no, to like,
It's an unfortunate possibility.
No,
of
What-
absolutely.
What do they call them? Final Destination? They're not
Like
visions.
that's
they're
like
destination type.
Destinations.
No, it's an
Shitty
actual term.
situation.
It's not Prometheus. It's what the fuck is it?
Nostradamus?
well,
Oh, it's a
okay. So
word.
while he's thinking, to James's,
Premonition. Premonition.
Premonition.
points.
Yeah, it's your premonition. Like you think. Like yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
everyone has that.
Prometheus.
Prometheus.
That's what James
That's
said.
my
about, like,
favorite
being a-
alien movie.
to being a character piece. That's exactly what it is. It is a very earned character piece, and it is phenomenal.
And it's a different change. It's no superhero bullshit. It's none of that. It's just
I'm sick of those.
straight forth, real life shit that could actually happen. And we'll leave it at that.
I feel like almost it was pitched as something else, like completely devoid of the Joker, and then they were like, man, superheroes are popular, let's slap the Joker on it.
I mean, I see
Possible.
Where that I see where you could get that, and like, definitely watch it.
It,
As
it
soon
could
as
very well
possible.
be. I'm assuming, I'm just gonna assume here,
Mhm.
the initial screenplay, probably the initial like few screenplays that were shopped around, had nothing to do with the Joker.
That's feasible.
It seems like an indie movie.
It
Just from
has
what
the
I see,
feel of one.
It seems like an
Yeah, it
indie
does have
movie.
that
This
vibe to
doesn't
it.
seem like a movie that would be made by a major like
company.
film
Like-
company.
Even like just director like Scorsese, like, but that's
Fuck.
that's what it is. It feels exactly like everything it does. A low budget, extremely in-depth character piece. That's what he does best. And like, oh, I don't have anything else to say besides it's a slow burning character piece that's a beautiful piece of cinema. It is fantastic.
Hey, it has Hideo Kojima's seal of approval, so I'm gonna watch it.
Hey, nice. You hold things to a high standard. I like it.
What else do you have, Walker?
In terms of video game, in terms of box office, that's pretty much about it. I just have regular, good old-fashioned news. If you wanna start us off, or I can start us off, doesn't matter to me.
It's up to you. Doesn't matter.
Let
have
me
a
start.
list. I have a list to start mine off.
Well, let me do, because I have a list too. Let me do some news here really quick.
All right.
Um,
do some news, and then we'll-
Rockstar just released today that Bully 2, unfortunately, has completely fizzled out after 18 months of production.
Yep. It got
Um,
to the point
That's
where
not great.
where it was basically they had the story pretty well written and some concept art, and then like a rough like proof of concept, like demo, but that's about it.
Yep.
That's
They had it out.
because I loved Bully. It's one
It
of my
was
favorite
out.
Rockstar games.
And then it was just
Yeah,
kind
that
of
was a really fun one.
died, unfortunately. So,
I mean, that took, and I hate this may sound really weird. It reminds Bully reminds me a lot of like Yakuza or Shenmue, where it's not huge and expansive, and oh my god, it takes 15 fucking minutes to go from one end of the map to the other. You know, you don't see horse testicles shrinking in real time like other Rockstar games. It's small but dense. It is a very dense game. And when you play games like other Rockstar games, like a GTA, like a Red Dead, there's a lot of just nothing. There's a lot of dressing to it. You know, there's a lot of like, oh hey, this is just a little set piece out in the middle of fucking nowhere, so you're not bored to tears because you're just riding your horse for the last 30 minutes. It gets straight to the fucking point. Everything has some purpose in it. Bing, bang, boom, there you go. Unlike Dragon Ball Super. I had to throw that jab in there, Walker. But yeah, no, it's densely compact, and there's a ton of things to do. You visit the location, like you visit like every part of the area. Everything has something to do there. Unlike Grand Theft Auto again, where it's like there's certain parts where that's just nothing. So I really enjoy Bully. It's one of my favorite Rockstar games ever made.
next piece of news. I'll skip that because it involves Spider-Man.
What is it? What is it? What is
so-
it?
It is rumored that Tom Holland is the sole reason why that Spider-Man is back at Disney.
Oh,
The
100%.
the CEO made a joke at a press conference that Tom Holland wouldn't stop crying to him until they basically folded and made a deal with Sony. And some people are
Wow.
thinking that wasn't much of a joke.
Wow. Hey, you mean he's playing his actual character in real life?
You talking shit on Tom Holland?
Yeah, all he does is fucking cry about Mr. Stark the entire fucking time. Fuck
You,
off.
you understand that's his father figure, right?
I don't care.
That's the relationship that Peter and Tony had.
I don't care.
I know.
I'm sick of hearing, oh, Mr. Stark, but Mr. Stark. But Mr. Stark. Mr. Stark! Give me a spider suit, Mr. Stark. I'm fucking sick of this shit.
Crossplay for PUBG and crossplay for PUBG on the PS4 and Xbox is
Oh.
coming out.
Yeah. I don't know if you have the cross-platform stuff on the docket for you, but I forgot to put it in. So Sony finally decided, hey, let's open up crossplay to every developer. Let's just make it
Nice.
open. Let's
Yeah, I
actually
seen
get with
that.
the times. It's 2019.
Let's be real people here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2019, guys. You finally made a smart decision.
Good. So that's coming out here relatively soon, which will be absolutely phenomenal for everybody. WoW Classic director said the next phase will launch later this year, so they are continuing with the World of Warcraft Classic mode.
So it makes me wonder, what are they gonna do? Like, are they going to, like, just kind of rework some stuff in the classic game, or are they going to add, like, hey, this expansion? And
It
then
is revealed
everything
that
slowly goes
players
downhill.
can expect a second phase introducing new raids, dungeons,
Okay.
to this version because of the
Okay.
huge popularity. Since the vanilla edition of WoW launched in August, the realms have seen a wealth of players join. In fact, it was so overcrowded that some queues took up to 17 hours to join.
Jesus.
It's
Yeah.
weird seeing WoW compared to like Final Fantasy 14, where Final Fantasy 14 just keeps getting better each expansion. People are like, man, this is great. This is only getting better, only getting better, only getting better. And then when talking to like WoW players, they're like, boy, this last expansion suck. And they've been saying that for like 10 years.
They say if you're gonna
This,
play
uh,
one, that's
this-
the one to play,
this-
man.
This expansion sucks. The last expansion sucked less. The expansion before that sucked even less.
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest things. So one of the biggest issues that they had was a layering problem, layering the different realms on top of each other. Some people actually broke the game, which immediately they got banned for life for doing so. But so they're going to be working on layering the game better so it's more smooth, as they plan on reducing the realms to a single layer over time. So that'd be
You guys-
huge.
So, next month will be World of Warcraft's 15th anniversary.
That's wild.
Damn.
This game has been out for 15 years. There's probably people listening to this that weren't alive when World of Warcraft came out.
That's
Oh, yeah.
true.
Oh yeah, I guarantee
That
it.
is very well true. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. That's all. That's phenomenal though. Only like 3 more things, and you can go, James.
Okay.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to PC next month.
Yep. Let the modding
November 5th.
begin, boys.
They the people at 5M have already said we'll give it a month before they make like their own like 5M-ish server.
Dude, those are gonna be so cool. I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's not coming to Steam until later this year. So
How are
probably
they gonna do
December.
the 5M thing then if it's not coming to Steam?
They can find
It has to validate through Steam.
might use the Rockstar launcher because they just released a launcher, their own launcher. So
You have
that's
to.
probably
You
how it's
have to
gonna
have a launcher
validate it.
for it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, if you download the Rockstar launcher, you get a San Andreas for free right now.
Oh really?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of cool.
you can play the GTA Battle Royale.
The GT.
The Sa- they made a San Andreas mod that's a Battle Royale.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Very true.
Let's do it.
That'd be awesome.
That would
Let's
be
get
fun.
on it, guys.
That would be
Boys,
fun.
let's get on it. Let's get them dubs.
Yeah, I'd
Um,
definitely fuck with a Red Dead Battle Royale.
That would be fun.
That would be pretty cool. So people at Sony are, including the CEO, are getting asked the question. So, since the launch of consoles, no system has won the console war 2 times in a row for 2 generations until PlayStation. Only one to do it was PlayStation and PlayStation 2.
Well,
Then PlayStation lost to Xbox, Xbox lost to Sony. So they're saying the impending
Okay, so-
future
so
is
we're just-
very risky.
so we're just going down that far, okay? Because I guess you can make the argument here in the U.S.
The last time it happened.
Yeah, Nintendo did it with the NES and Super Nintendo.
Well, yeah, but the last time it
Yeah.
happened was PlayStation and PlayStation 2,
Yep.
which was over 20 years ago. No console has gone back-to-back generations leading the way, which, if you go off of that track record, the Scarlet will be number one.
Yeah. Well, and
Um,
then also you got to think too. I mean, it was PS1, then PS2, then 361 at the beginning, and then PlayStation slowly crept up. PS3 at the end. I think the lifetime sales of the PS3 actually beat the 360 at this point.
well, now,
and-
yeah, but
Yeah, and then PS4.
continued it.
Yeah.
And then they're saying rumored as to why PlayStation now has gone from $20 a month to $10 a month, because they realized in terms of being able to compete with Microsoft with the $15, $16 a month Game Pass and Xbox Live membership, Sony doesn't have a leg to stand on. So the CEO says they have many things in development to keep our momentum going and not lose to other competitors.
Right.
So we'll definitely see. It's gonna all
But
depend
this-
on.
This next console generation is going to be won by Google, guys.
Yeah.
The Google Stadia is
Okay.
going to win.
So I think it's gonna be a lot of who can get the exclusive games. Because you look at the 360, all the Call of Duty games came to the 360 before it came to PlayStation.
Right.
PS4, all the Call of Duty games came to the PS4 before the Xbox. Well,
Right.
all the exclusive content.
Yeah.
Not the games itself, but the content. Xbox 360 had Halo. Things along those lines. So
Yeah.
it'll be
so-
interesting to see exactly what happens and which console is going to be able to come out of the gate and go forth and try to lead that next generation.
And, like, I mean, we look at, if anything anymore, okay, if this past console generation, and even, like, the end of the last one, so 360 PS3, the end of the 360 PS3 era onward, it's not a fair comparison to compare Sony and Microsoft. I think it's a more fit comparison to compare Sony and Nintendo anymore. Because both Sony and Nintendo are focusing way more on single player narrative story games, and even like some like out there ideas too. Both of them seem to be taking that more single player risk. They're steering more towards that, while Microsoft is still doing what honestly Microsoft does best, and that's make some fantastic multiplayer games.
Oh yeah.
You know, Halo is fantastic. I can't wait for the new Halo game to come out and drop on Game Pass for PC, because I'm gonna pick that shit up instantly. Gears 5, Gears of War in general, always been a blast to play multiplayer. Fucking Sea of Thieves is a blast
yeah.
multiplayer. You know? But when I think of games that really resonate with me the most, I'm thinking either Sony or Nintendo. My times exploring the decrepit city in The Last of Us, or my time capturing monsters and, you know, doing platform challenges in Mario Odyssey. You know, that's what I'm thinking of the most. That's the stuff that's going to resonate more with me. And I think it's everyone was always saying, like, Microsoft and Sony always considered Nintendo as not a competitor, but some, like, a third wheel into the system where everyone's going to own a Nintendo. It's just, are you going to own an Xbox or a PlayStation?
Yep.
Right.
Now I feel like Xbox, because Nintendo gave completely different experiences. Now I feel like Xbox gives completely different experiences than Sony or Nintendo. So I feel like a more apt comparison and more, it shouldn't be Nintendo, or it shouldn't be PlayStation and Microsoft. It should be PlayStation and Nintendo nowadays, because they're way more similar, I would say.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like people would fight till the cows come home. Realistically, I feel like Xbox, especially with their exclusives, are more or less starting to fizzle down. Like, they really don't have a ton to offer. Like, PlayStation has always kept hefty fucking hitters for their, like, exclusives, and they're still going strong.
Yeah.
Like, there's people who are going to argue this point till the day they die, which is fine because you can love a console more than another. That's your prerogative. But Xbox 100% is fizzling out because they're going more towards like media instead of gaming, like Microsoft as a whole.
Yeah, no, that's pretty well true. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Xbox has some real fucking bangers on it. Again, going back to Halo, going back to the just mindless fun that is Gears, to even things like Cuphead, which is now on like the Switch, but still Microsoft-owned property, or the Ori and the Blind Forest, and Ori and the Will of the Wisp. You know, all just straight. Those are bangers of games, but when was the last Xbox exclusive narrative-driven game that is a critical, like, that is just critically acclaimed?
Like, when was the last time Xbox had like an Uncharted series?
Yeah.
Yep.
The last thing that I can think of that the general consensus was this was a fantastic single-player game was Alan Wake.
Yeah.
Halo
That is
3.
the last one I can think. But really, though, that was not really... That narrative was not its initial... Okay, maybe... Okay, so if we go that, then Halo Reach.
Yeah. Reach was solid.
Reach was...
I like
the
3,
best.
but I like 3 more, a little bit more. But I know what you're saying though.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, but... Okay, so then... But... Was really the narrative of those games the main focal point? No. Everyone remembers the multiplayer. Everyone remembers Forge mode.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers spending hours playing Griffball.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Like, my personal was Infected. We just played shit tons of
Infected
Infected.
was great. But, like, when was the last time you sat down, played a game on Xbox, and felt the writing and, like, the emotional connection, that actual connection between you and the character you're playing as on an Xbox exclusive?
I legitimately couldn't tell you.
No. So, I mean, that's just, again, like I said, I mean, there's, you know, the Xbox has some great games on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
Even looking at, like, RPGs.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Even looking at, like, RPGs. You know, Sony has always been the guy for the RPGs.
Oh, absolutely.
The last two things I have, Halo 3 remake speculation.
Wouldn't surprise me. Would not
Was
surprise me.
initiated by Project Resistance Easter egg.
RE3. Yeah.
Yeah, RE3.
You said Halo 3.
Sorry,
Either
RE3.
way, it doesn't surprise me.
There is a safe room, I guess, that's from Resident Evil 3 in the game.
There is.
And a lot of people are speculating that that could mean one thing, that obviously that may be coming to fruition.
Yeah. I
Which-
mean,
The track
Resident Evil-
record, you would assume that it would anyway, so.
yeah, Resident Evil 3 is great. Resident Evil 3 was really good. It's, in my opinion, the weakest of the original trilogy, but it's still pretty good.
Last two things I have, one for Schroeder. Fallout is releasing a Legacy Edition that will give you Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics, Fallout 3, New Game of the Year, Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition.
Where did he go?
Oh.
I'm over in the other. I'm over here. I'm listening. Talking to me?
The only thing that doesn't come out with Fallout 76, but it's only currently for
I
the
did miss
UK
the
and
first section.
Germany.
What comes out for 76?
Fallout
You
is
said you were
releasing.
listening.
I know, I was.
Fallout
Kind of.
is coming out with a Legacy Edition that includes Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics, Fallout 3 Game of the Year, Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition. But it's only releasing currently in Germany and the UK,
So just
October.
import it.
October 25th.
That's pretty cool.
Other regions will be confirmed at a later date.
So it's one game that just has all of them?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the one that they had a few years ago that came in the that little mini nuke. that had 1, 2 tactics, the whole shebang. I think Brotherhood of Steel stuff or
Yep.
whatever that spin-off was.
And the last one piece that I have, and I'll
Hey, this is the third
Sorry.
pieces you've had.
and then you'll do your list and do your news, and I'll do the list that I have, James, and then it'll be a podcast, unless anyone else has any news, obviously. House of the Dead 1 and 2 remake is happening.
Well, that's 2 things off my news.
Sorry.
I am so goddamn excited for this.
I
love
know.
House.
You can talk.
me
You
too.
can talk about it. Go ahead.
Well, there's nothing really to talk about.
Other
It's
than the
House of
fact
Dead
that it's
1 and
gonna
2
happen.
being remade.
Yeah.
They're fully remaking them.
I don't
Yeah.
know what these games are.
What?
You don't know what House of the Dead is?
Get out! You're a liar. You lying.
I 100%
He
don't.
would know.
It's
He
one
would
of
know
the
if he's
best
seen
light
it.
gun games ever made.
Yeah.
House of the Dead?
You walk into
Yeah.
Tinseltown. You go over to the arcade,
Not
and it's
anymore.
the games that you shoot the zombies with.
Not anymore. They got rid of that. They
Well,
got rid of the arcade.
Well, still, that was that game. That was that
Yeah.
game. Everybody's
so
played
pretty-
it. If you've ever played it,
Oh.
if you've ever been to any like rink-a-dink arcade where you shoot zombies that are walking towards you
And terrible voice acting.
with terrible voice acting, then you played House
Can we
of the
get a
Dead.
Typing of the Dead remake,
Dreamcast.
please? Can we
I
get
played.
a
I
Typing
had
of
that
the
for
Dead remake?
Dreamcast. Typing of the Dead.
It's fuck yeah. You read. I loved how they remade the models so they had like Sega Dreamcast on their back and an actual keyboard that they used to type. It was great. So they actually, unlike other like remakes that have been rumored and everything, this
Yeah.
has actually been confirmed
Oh, that's fine.
as being a thing. So to quote someone from it's being published by Forever Entertainment. And they said on Twitter, hey guys, we confirm the signing of agreement regarding the remakes of regarding remakes of the games, The House of the Dead, and The House of the Dead 2. No platform or release dates have been confirmed, and unfortunately we can't say anything much more now. Please keep fingers crossed for us and follow our official channels, the tweet said.
That's cool. That's encouraging.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
We'll
exciting.
maybe we'll get a Virtual Cop remake. I love Virtual Cop.
Right. What was the other one? The circus one.
Oh, shit. I know exactly
Twisted
what you're
Carnival, I think.
talking- something like that.
Yeah, like Twisted Carnival. I don't know. I don't
You remember that Kiss one?
Yeah. That was my second favorite game, only behind the Sega version of Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Yes. Yes. What was it? Let's not get a remake of Resident Evil Survivor. That was a terrible trash game. I know what you play.
Hey baby.
Light gun games are back, baby.
Right. So
Can
what
we
were
get an actual light gun nowadays? Can we get a light gun that will work on an HD TV?
a light gun? Oh yeah, no.
So I can actually fully enjoy this game.
Right.
I'm not going to use a mouse or keyboard to play this. I'm not going to use a controller.
It's gonna be in
Give me a
VR.
Give me a goddamn light gun. I would take VR.
Yeah.
I would take a VR.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Alright. So what other news you got, man?
All right. So Activision turned 40 this year.
Oh, Activision. Back
let's take
in
a
the
look.
day when they used to make Clay Fight. Didn't they make Clay Fighter?
No.
What?
I
Who
didn't
made
think
Clay Fighter? I could have swore they made Clay Fighter.
Was it Crave? No, that wasn't Crave. That was 4 Crave.
Oh.
I forget what company. What is it?
Oh well, who cares about that?
Well, hold on. Now I'm looking. Clay Fighter. It was Visual Concept. There we go. Yep. So let's take a look at the top 10 Activision published games, because it's not talking only about the games they made, because Pitfall isn't on here, but top 10 Activision games. So number 10 is Doom 3.
Mm.
Number 9 is Call of Duty 2.
Mm.
Number 8 is Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Okay.
Okay.
Great game.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7 is Tony Hawk's Underground.
Solid.
Number 6 is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Yep.
Page 2. This is from Smashing List. Number 5 is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Number 4 is Rome Total War. That was made by Sega.
Those games
number
are super
3
fun.
Number
I love
3
the Total
is
War games. I'm sorry, I'm done.
the Total War games are some of the best RTSs ever made.
I love them, man. They're the greatest.
They're fantastic.
I have like the Warhammer first series.
I was gonna say the Warhammer ones were great too, because it's basically just taking the
It's tabletop
actual
and just
tabletop, but
literally
giving it life, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper.
And it's yes, it is way
It's
cheaper.
so much cheaper.
It's like that's how much the game costs, as much as like one fucking model.
One
like
figure.
One big
One
model.
figure.
Well, not a tiny figure, but like a model like a tank. They can easily be around that price.
Those are like more like $90, dude.
Yeah, it has been like 10, 15 years since I was in that genre, but maybe.
I've always wanted to get into it, but I've never had a job that would allow me to support
I
that.
know, right? You might as well get a 3D printer.
Yeah. Fucking huge like
Kikaider.
like a huge like thing costing like $300.
It's just mind blowing.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Number 3 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Number 2 is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Oh, I don't like that. Number 1 is Modern Warfare 3. Yikes. I wouldn't put Modern Warfare 3 on this list. I would pop Modern Warfare as number 1.
Yeah.
That's just me personally.
Okay.
So then there was Red Dead 2 coming out November 5th. We know that. All right. I woke up to Twitter one day to some great news that made me hyped. All right. So let's take a look at the GameSpot article. So I follow Monster Hunter on Twitter because I want to know all the latest news about one of my favorite games. They show off a cool trailer of them just looking around, and then you see these zombies, like these people, like these hunters dressed up as zombies, and I'm like, the fuck is this? What are they adding for Halloween? And then the camera pans over, and it's Leon and Claire from Resident Evil 2.
Nice.
What?
They're adding Leon, Kennedy, and Claire costumes to Monster Hunter Iceborne, and then like also like, you know, zombie outfits, it looks like too, and cool new dances. They pretty much dance the Thriller dance in the trailer. So it's coming out next month, but the big thing is at the end of the trailer, out pops Mr. X.
Ooh.
And it's a handler costume. So you could be Leon running around with your handler, your annoying ass handler is Mr. X, just smiling like a goofball. It's one of my favorite things ever. I cannot tell you how much this means to me. Combining two of my favorite things. It's like Capcom went into my dreams and just were like, this is what I want. This is exactly what I want, and I've been clamoring.
Nice.
And then the last thing that I have is, you guys know of a little character named Pac-Man, right?
Paku Paku.
Yep.
We just watched that today. Yesterday, we were watching that movie.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that movie.
Still never gonna see it.
Why?
You're really missing
I'm
out.
not.
There's no reason not
It's-
to. It's
exactly.
just a good
Movie's
story.
fantastic.
That's the exact reason why. Because everyone's like, you should watch Scott Pilgrim. There's no reason not to watch it. It's one of the greatest movies ever made. I'm like, no.
All right.
It's
Just to-
so
just
good.
Missing out.
Just to spite every single person who says, hey, you should watch it.
You're gonna be like 60.
You're missing out
You're gonna
on
crack.
and you're gonna be mad because you're gonna be like, man, I missed out on so many little inside jokes and little moments like that. You know,
You know what?
racist.
No, don't put that in context. Don't take that out of context.
All right.
But
So
Pac-Man
that'd be okay. Paku Paku, go
Is-
ahead.
is getting a new game.
Pac-Man Pinball.
No. Pac-Man Party Royale, baby!
Ooh,
Walker
that sounds
perked,
cool.
Walker perked up as soon as I said that. He heard the word Royale and immediately was like, I'm all in. I'm all in. So, pretty much what it is, it's essentially a battle royale,
Okay.
but it's Pac-Man. So, you have you and 4 friends basically are going around the board, chewing up the pellets. And once you get like a power pellet, you can go and eat your friends, the other Pac-Man roaming around, and not that
Subtle.
kind of eating.
Very subtle, Walker.
Save that for after the cast. You can eat, gobble up your friends, and they turn into a ghost. So then they try and get you. And if you are the last Pac-Man standing and you collect all the power pellets, you win. If not, you lose.
Okay.
So it's coming out later this year. This report from TechRaptor.net. It's due out fourth quarter 2019, exclusively on Apple Arcade.
Oh shit!
So there you go.
All right.
New Pac-Man game and a new thing coming to Apple Arcade. Can't wait for it to be ported to everything else in 2020.
Right.
I've been messing with some Apple. They got some hot stuff.
I've been messing with Google Play.
Yeah, we'll see where it
Pass, and
goes.
It's been straight fire. There's been some straight fire things on there.
Okay.
Walker, what was your list?
So I have a list of lists. That is a
Top
list.
10 lists.
Yes, I have a list that's a top 10 list of all time. No, I'm
Top
just
10
kidding.
lists that appeared on the Level Unlock podcast.
That'd be fucking amazing. No, I have the list of the top 30 games of the last decade.
Let's do it. Let's do all 30. I can't wait to get mad at this. Who's it from?
This is from CNET.
Can't wait to get mad at this. Can't wait to get really... I cannot wait to pop a blood vessel.
Oh, it's gonna be absolutely hilarious.
Pop a blood vessel.
No, it's gonna be absolutely hilarious. Okay, so let's start off big. Number 30.
Is this of all time?
The best 30 games of the last decade. Like,
So the last 10 years.
yeah, the last 10 years. Any system, every genre, everything.
Okay.
Okay.
So number 30 is a game which I don't even think is even out yet.
What is
Outer Wilds.
Yeah, it is. I hear
Is it
Outer
out?
Wilds is fantastic. It's not Outer Worlds.
Outer
It's
Wilds.
Outer Wilds.
Hmm.
It's on the Epic Game Store. I hear it's fantastic. I haven't had a chance to play it
I'll have to
because
try it.
I didn't think it was, but I guess it is.
Outer Worlds isn't coming out until next month or later this month.
Okay, that's
Outer
what I thought.
Wilds has been out for a little bit.
Okay, that makes more sense.
It's
Then.
on the Epic Game Store, so I'm not going to play it until it comes to
Okay.
something else.
The next one, number 29. Stardew Valley.
Oh, Stardew
that
Valley's
one's pretty
great.
fun. Yeah, that's a fun one.
Stardew Valley's great.
Stardew Valley,
I
number
own it.
29.
I own it 3 times. I own it on my computer, my PS4, and on my phone.
Nice.
Number 28.
Still waiting for
Destiny.
That
Okay.
You have to give it up. That was huge.
Yep.
It
Destiny
doesn't
was
matter
good
if
three-
it's huge.
Yeah, Destiny was good 2.5 years after it came out.
Bingo. Yeah. it
Still,
was-
that
it
still
was-
counts though.
Best games.
Um,
It's like saying Anthem's gonna be great.
Mm.
We all know it's not.
Hey, they still have a roadmap for it. They're not giving up on it, according
You know
to the
who doesn't-
company.
You know who doesn't have a roadmap anymore? The Epic Game Store.
It's true.
Where's my
Um,
shopping cart, fuckers?
Got some good shit on it.
Where's my shopping cart, fuckers?
That's
Give me a
fair.
shopping cart and we'll talk.
Number 27. Schroeder's.
Fallout.
Schroeder's game. No, Overwatch.
Oh.
Overwatch
Yeah, it's pretty
I
fun.
can give
I
it.
love Overwatch.
Yeah, I can see Overwatch. Because that really made... That was a really fine game.
It's a cultural piece.
There's... Yeah.
Yep,
Will
Overwatch,
it
number
be-
27.
Will it be remembered as well as some of the other games on this list? Probably not. But for right here, right now...
You gotta think, though, the Overwatch League, that's a
Wonder-
TV show on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
So
Wonder
that
if
just
Rocket
goes to
League
show you.
should be on here.
We were streaming the league battle. Vancouver.
Yeah, that,
Nothing.
Your shit's
That
cutting
was
out
real-
hardcore.
Cutting out real bad.
Your shit's cutting out hardcore. We heard they were streaming. Regardless, is all we
Is
heard.
that better?
There you
Yep.
Sure, we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
I
find
think
out.
you were just a little far away from it.
Maybe.
So the other day at work, on the AT&T TV, they actually had the live stream of the San Francisco Shock versus the Vancouver. I
Oh,
can't remember that.
That's
name.
cool.
Yeah, it
Nice.
was on. Like it was at work. It was like I was like, who's streaming fucking Overwatch? I'm like, okay.
Oh, I'll watch this. Yeah, this is what's up.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Number 26, Dota 2.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay.
I never really got into Dota. I know it's good. It's like objectively one of the best games that was ever out.
Number 25 is a top-down game. Hotline Miami.
I could not get into Hotline Miami.
I did. That game was
I think
fun.
I think I've seen. I know I've heard that name. I'm assuming it's
The
for
soundtrack is amazing.
why I heard that.
It's on like everything.
Yeah,
The soundtrack is great.
it is. It's got one of the
Think
best
of it-
soundtracks
okay.
ever.
So think of it like this, Walker, okay? Think of every 80s music video and then snort a Tony Montana amount of cocaine, and that's
I like it.
Hotline Miami.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah. It's,
Number 24, Alien Isolation.
Never played
it's a
it.
good time.
And the caption for this is forget GoldenEye 007. Alien Isolation is the best video. It's the best movie video game of all time. Not only is it one of the most terrifying experiences
It
in
does feel
video
like you're
game
watching a
history.
movie.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
What?
Hold the
Alien
fuck.
Isolation
That's the
is not a
tagline for
movie
that.
Game. Alien Isolation is a game based in the universe of a movie.
Yeah, I know. I see.
Yeah.
What, yeah, but I see what they're
GoldenEye
saying.
GoldenEye 007 is a movie game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really a movie game. I agree with you on
Just
that.
like
It might make it
what
into
the
a
fuck
movie
is
though.
the game with the Wendigo? That's a movie game.
Yeah.
Blair Witch?
No, Wendigo.
Oh.
Cold shack, cabin. Bunch of people die.
Oh,
Dying.
not Dying Light.
Yeah,
It's by the people that made Man of Medan.
yeah. You know what I'm
Um,
talking about.
Yeah, I did a fucking Let's Play of this. Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. Yes, that's a movie game.
That's not a movie game.
I feel like that's a movie game.
Until Dawn is not based on a movie.
No, but like it's
It feels like a movie.
It feels like a movie.
Yeah.
It's a cinematic experience.
okay.
Yeah.
I think that's
This-
what they're
the-
talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Well, then don't call it a movie game because
Yeah.
then I'm thinking of like Chronicles of Riddick,
Right.
or
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
Okay.
Harry
the
Potter Lego
shitty
game?
the Harry
There
Potter.
you go. No, just the
I'm
Harry
thinking more
Potter
of, like,
games.
The Harry
No,
Potter
the Harry
games.
Potter Lego game.
No, Harry
Okay,
Potter
I
on
guess,
the place
I could,
on
I could,
the
I could
GameCube.
play with that. I could play with that.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
So then, are we counting like all the Star Wars Lego games too? Then
Yeah, because I mean they are. They
Yeah,
are based
all
in
of
the
those
movie.
are
Yeah,
not as
they
good
follow the beats
as
of
Alien
the
Alien Isolation.
I'd
No,
say
not
they're
at all.
objectively better.
But they're great. But,
Oh, yeah.
But still, I mean, like Alien Isolation does not follow the story of any Alien film. So it's its own experience. It's like saying the Doom games are based on the movie, the Doom movie.
Far.
That's different though. That's a Doom is
Exactly.
is a movie based on a game. Alien is a game based on a movie. So different.
Okay, so what about
That's the same
Godzilla?
concept though.
What about Godzilla, like King of the Monsters Melee? That's not a movie-based game. It's a game based in the universe of the Godzilla universe.
Yeah.
Like we're getting at semantics here, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm just getting prepped
And
up
the
for
same-
later.
With the same like point that James had made about Doom. What about the Rampage game, the old school Rampage game with the Rampage movie?
Yeah, but that was a movie based on a game. The
No.
movie, the
Still
game came out
same
first.
No,
concept.
yeah, but the
The
even
game
though-
came out first. The Alien, the movie came out
Never
first,
mind,
then they
I
made a
don't know
game.
about that, but never mind.
No, what were you gonna say, Schroeder?
What were you gonna say? I need to know now. We need to know.
Nothing. I
No,
don't,
Come on.
Mm,
No,
Come on,
say
Mike.
it.
I don't know. I might have argued the case that even though the movie came out way after the game, it was still based on the game. But never mind.
The movie was based on the game.
No other way around.
The game was
The game was based on the movie.
Yeah, and like
He's
it-
playing devil's
it-
No, that's
advocate.
what-
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, and it
I was
does
just
take
being funny.
influence
So I'm
from
like,
the
get it.
movies. Like there's
Well, it
no
is.
getting around that. But it's not like it's not objectively a movie game. It's
Right. It's its own story. It's its own story.
Yeah.
Yeah. All it's
Yeah,
not
but
based
but
on
there's
a
like
movie.
there's a line there like Super Mario
think-
Brothers.
Bro, I think there's a specific name for that type of game you're talking about,
Yeah.
James. I think there's a specific name for that genre of game.
There might be.
Yeah. Like, because there's movies that are based off games and games that are based in the movies. Like,
Basically, like the universe, kind of like the Ghostbusters game.
yeah, the movie came out first, and then they made it a game.
Yeah, in the universe.
yeah.
It doesn't follow the story, but yeah, in the universe. It's
Marvel.
It's the
things along those
expanded
lines.
movie universe.
Roger that.
Yeah.
All right.
Because everything needs movie universe.
All right, what's
Yeah.
25?
Like
Yep.
KOTOR.
No, wrong way.
Yeah.
23.
23.
Oh, 23.
Wrong direction.
What was
23.
25 again?
Throwing that misdirection out there.
Yeah.
Hotline Miami. Number 24 is Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
Number 23 is Dead Cells.
Never played it.
I know of the game.
What's Dead Cells again? I can't remember what Dead Cells is.
God,
I'm looking up real quick.
it's like a super animated game.
That made it on this list?
I can't think of the game that it looks like.
Oh, I know this game. It's a 2D. Yeah. It's a
Oh,
2D,
yeah. That's old school, isn't
Yeah.
it?
No.
2018?
It's fairly new. It's a
Oh.
2D side-scrolling like action game.
Okay.
Uh,
Those games are
kinda
kind of
think-
cool, like
It
Dishwasher.
seems like a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was his name? What was the name of that game? Samurai Dishwasher or something? Dishwasher Samurai? Came out for the Xbox
What?
Arcade. It was actually
Oh,
it was
yeah,
actually
yeah,
a super
no,
flame ass
Samurai,
game.
Samurai Dishwasher.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. That sounds cool though.
It's amazing. It is amazing. I highly recommend it.
It sounds like a game.
Number
brutal.
22, Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight's tight.
A lot of people like
I
those
hate
games.
Hollow Knight, but I can see the appeal of Hollow Knight.
Yeah. What's the
I
other game that's
personally
like it?
hate
Never mind. I
A
think
lot
I
of
am thinking.
things.
Yeah, never mind.
Dark Souls.
Agreed.
As Hollow Knight takes place of a structure of Super Metroid and combines the atmosphere and world building of Dark Souls.
I can
Well, there you
appreciate
have it.
It's not my thing.
The Witness.
I've never played it.
I've heard of
The
this
Witness-
game.
The Witness is like Super Metroid, only you don't unlock new sections of the world with power-ups, you unlock new sections of the world using your brain. The Witness is incredible. No other video game on the planet is quite as capable of making you feel like a genius or like a complete idiot.
Have you ever played those IQ tests on Newgrounds? I mean, that makes me feel like a genius.
The impossible quiz. Dude,
Yes, the impossible quiz.
Now we're getting into some big games now. Number 20, League of Legends.
Right.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sure.
We knew that. We all knew that was on there somewhere.
It's been huge. Like, it's a 10-year-old game that's still number 1 or number 2 quite often on Twitch
Well, yeah.
for the
'cause it was
most viewed game.
It was the trendsetter
doesn't-
for it. I mean, it.
That that
It's
doesn't
the-
make it good though.
But it's still one of the best.
It's
gotta
been
think of-
fleshed out. I mean, I would
Yeah.
imagine it would probably.
Yeah. But
It's
I mean,
an
like,
I would hope it was pretty damn good after 10
well,
years
yeah, I
of
would hope so
editing
too.
and tinkering
You
with
would
it.
you would assume.
Like,
But,
the
like-
the tagline for this is, it's not just a game anymore, it's an entire industry.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. I think
So that
'Cause
they
it-
should
I
have just
think
called
it's-
it. Yeah, it's.
because
I
it
don't know
has
if
its
the
own
best
culture
games are
piece
good.
on it.
The
Yeah.
reason I feel like it's so
As
big is
well.
probably the same reason Overwatch is so big, is the entire competitive aspect.
Yeah.
If the game didn't have a competitive aspect, I feel like it probably wouldn't be quite as large as it is.
Right.
Have you ever played a MOBA that did not have a competitive scene? It's absolute trash.
Yeah.
The PlayStation has at least 3 of them.
Like
I've
what?
Played them all. Invoker's Tournament's the only one that comes to mind right now.
Okay, I've never played
is-
that.
It's trash.
Okay.
Number 19, this is a big one, Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is arguably one of the most important apps for a phone to ever come out, based on the premise behind it, where you got to go out and walk. You got to, like, that made it, that literally had a movement.
Everyone forgets about the game that started it all. Pisses me off. Fucking
What, Candy
Ingress.
Crush?
No, Ingress started the entire concept of
That game is trash.
Here
Shut up.
points.
Shut up.
Get the fuck out of
Game is
here.
trash.
Ingress was fan fucking tastic.
Oh my
It's
god!
trash.
Shooter, am I Schroeder, am I rubbing off on you?
Uh,
Have you been hanging
dude,
around me too much?
that was fucking amazing.
Ingress is fantastic.
I fucking hate that game.
That
Game's
game
annoying.
was worldwide.
Yeah,
okay.
it's okay.
Google created that game, and that
Real-
game was fan-fucking-tastic.
Real quick here, what's the concept of Ingress?
Imagine,
Like,
all right.
it-
I'll tell you my concept. Why? Okay.
All right.
My concept of Ingress
Jeff, you
is
go first.
imagine
Okay.
Pokemon Go with no Pokemons, a whole bunch of lines. Remember that game you used to play with your buddy where you had to make a square? You had to, like, it was a bunch of dots on the screen, and you had to like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Imagine
Yeah,
that, but
yeah, I know
like
that.
the whole world and its landmarks. And like, you gotta get a triangle. You gotta make triangles in the world.
That's
And
not even it, though.
bro.
Let him speak.
Yeah, go
And
for
you
it,
just
go.
walk around doing what you would otherwise be doing. Instead of catching cool little creatures that you can battle with your friends, you just walk around taking pictures of landmarks.
No,
Fucking
that's
Alright.
not
making
it. That's not just
triangles.
it at all.
The bigger your triangle, the more
Order
points
the
you get.
cards.
No, that's not the
Order in the
entire.
court. Order in the court.
And then it's
Oh,
fucked up
yeah.
because then you can't even put none of your triangles in that triangle because some other motherfucker went around putting triangles everywhere else. I'm just a square trying to live in the world triangles, for Christ's sakes.
All right, is the defense done?
Oh, I love it.
That's
Nate, go,
my that's my impression of it.
Plead your
Okay,
case.
here we go. So Ingress
It is neat, but
essentially is a
it was a
giant,
precursor.
It's a worldwide game of capture the flag. You have two teams. You have the Enlightened and the Resistance.
Red and
You
blue.
you pick red and blue and green.
Oh, okay, sorry.
The Enlightened, we were green. I mean, I say we because that's what I think.
Okay.
But you had the Resistance, which were the good guys. You had the green, which was the Enlightened, which was essentially there was an entire backstory, which is the reason I think it's better than Pokemon Go. You have a legitimate basis of why these teams are the way they are, and like you obviously you're like, oh, I'm this team, so this is how I think. But like you put like your basis on like what team you're gonna join. And I always have like the team of the villains. I always think villains are cooler, so that's why I went there. But the entire game was a capture the flag. You went around, you got these giant landmarks. Like the Great Wall was one of them. The one of the giant lion statues in China was one of them. You have they're just all around giant things that mean something.
Yeah.
And the entire concept was to your team was supposed to take over as many possible landmarks as possible. And every single time that one of yours would be taken, you'd be notified, hey, go get your shit back. Like, it's a fight. It's a consistent fight between the two teams. And like, in my little...
So it's a
and, well,
Pokemon
not even
gyms.
just mine. It's not even in just my little town. Obviously, James, you live here too now. We have 8 different spots in our area alone within like a block and a half radius.
Oh,
And if you go further down, we have another 6.
So imagine playing Pokemon Go with 8 gyms in the whole town.
But
Now,
mind you, we live in a
the
small
defense
little
already had
suburb.
the defense already had a chance to speak.
All right, I'm done. I'm just kidding. It's a
Fuck
fun concept, especially considering it was so ahead of its time when it came out.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so unique.
It seems
Yeah.
like a video game. There we go. Moving on.
Let's keep going on the list. Number 18, Gone Home.
Drink.
Oh, I loved Gone Home. Gone Home was
Um,
great. I could speedrun that game.
Speaking of walking sims, Gone Home was perfect, influential slice of video game storytelling. Without Gone Home, so many classic games, Firewatch, What Remains of Edith Finch don't exist, and no walking sims is oh, okay. I didn't know what
That's
that
all
was.
it is. It's just a walking sim. You just walk throughout this house. That's it.
Number 17, Near Automata.
Daisy.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Near.
16, I agree with this. The greatest reboot of all time, God of War, which isn't really a reboot, but that's the caption. So the new one,
God of
2018,
War
which you,
2018.
yeah,
Okay.
which you gotta think won like every fucking award known to man. So,
It won a Screen Actors Guild Award.
number 15, Rayman Legends.
Rayman Legends. Yeah, that's that made me buy a Wii U, unfortunately.
Number 14 is huge. The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
That's only 13.
Naughty Dog. The caption is Naughty Dog at its absolute peak. Just true. Crash Bandicoot's up there, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah.
Number 13. Number 13. Metal Gear Solid 5.
No. 3 is
the-
better than 5.
Three's-
The caption is, you got to think that's the last 10 years though. 3 wasn't in the last
Oh,
10
yeah.
years.
Oh
was
no,
like
it's
97.
I thought 3 was.
2005.
Yeah, that's the last 10
97.
years.
What the
Okay,
fuck am I
Metal Gear
thinking?
Solid. Metal Gear Solid
1.
4.
I know. Jesus.
The caption is, a dog has a knife and uses it to kill people.
I mean, that's
The
pretty
dog
cool.
has an
Diamond
eye
Dog's
patch. You can't mess with that. That's
great. Diamond Dog is best dog.
number 12. Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Oh, Galaxy 2 is the best Mario game ever made.
Maybe the best 3D Mario game ever made.
Mhm.
Is actually the caption.
Best Mario game ever.
Number 11.
We'll talk about it
Horizon
off stream.
Zero Dawn.
Couldn't get into it.
I still have yet to play that game.
I played the first chapter of it. I didn't care for it.
I'm actually
Aloy.
surprised this game isn't up higher, regardless if you hate it or love it. Number 10 is Fortnite.
Okay.
Fortnite's number 10.
All right.
Because you
I
gotta think
respect
you gotta
the
think of
How many
the
people
impact on
play
pop
it?
culture.
Yeah.
I respect the hustle.
Yeah.
One point, I think it was like 35 million people were playing it. At one given time, it was like the most played game in history. And then Minecraft took it over. And then
Minecraft
Roblox
came back.
overdid Minecraft, and then Minecraft took it back.
And then GTA hit the scene, and then who knows what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, you can't think of Fortnite. GTA hasn't been on here yet. So, well, before we get to the top 10, what are games that, if you even remember the last 15 that I said, what are some games you think are in the top 10? Fortnite's
Breath of-
number 10.
Breath of the Wild's gonna be on there. I
Yeah.
can guarantee it.
I'm feeling Skyrim.
GTA is
Skyrim,
going to be
yeah.
on there.
Maybe.
What else?
GTA
is
has to be
there?
on there, I guarantee it. I haven't looked, so I don't even know.
Probably Half-Life.
Half-Life.
No, that
makes
wasn't in the
sense.
past. That wasn't in the past 10 years.
Half-Life 2 wasn't it, or no?
No,
I
'cause
think
that was
so.
that was a part of the Orange
2009?
Box. Which
Oh
was like
yeah, that was
Yeah,
a lot
they were
longer.
first year of the
Yeah.
360.
Yeah.
I hope Metal Gear Solid 4 is on here, but I know it's not. Those fucking idiots.
Yeah, that duck game he was playing the other night. That should be on there
Shadow
somewhere.
Goose better. Yeah.
I actually read an article about how that's the underdog for Game of the Year. That it's actually going to be nominated for Game of the Year
I love
because it's
Untitled Goose
secretly the
Game?
great.
I
Yeah,
love Untitled Gooseman. It
It's-
is the best game I played this year.
Like,
Like
hands down.
move over DMC5 and RE2 remake.
Wow.
Jesus.
I can see RE2 remake being on here.
yeah.
All right.
So we'll see. Number 9, The Witcher 3.
Okay. I
Okay.
can see which
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
I didn't really like it that much personally either.
I didn't care for it.
Right.
Number 8, Mass Effect 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
forgot that came out within the past 10 years. I love it too.
2010, so just on that verge. 7, Bloodborne.
Yes.
Okay.
Fucking yes.
Number 6, Skyrim.
Of course.
Okay.
Number 5, Red Dead Redemption 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I like
100%.
I
one
wonder if
way
Mark's
more than
gonna
2.
be on this. I doubt
Oh,
it.
100%.
The caption for Red Dead Redemption 1 is the best Rockstar game ever made.
Agreed.
Debatable.
Honestly.
I liked LA Noire more, but I can see it.
Number 4 is Portal.
Oh, I totally had that in my head, but I'm like, no, wait. it's
Portal 2, sorry. Portal 2.
I was gonna say Portal. I thought came out like.
That's
Portal
crazy.
2.
I had it in my head
Um,
on that to say that, but I wouldn't believe that it would beat like fucking League of Legends. Like Jesus.
So top 3, what are
It
we
shouldn't be that
thinking?
Yeah.
I don't
I'm still putting money on Breath of the Wild.
think GTA is on here because it says number 5 for Red Dead Redemption. It's the best Rockstar
Right.
game ever made.
Yeah.
so
I don't think
it's not
GTA 5 is on here.
Okay.
Not to backtrack, just to springboard off of James's comment. He liked LA Noire better, which I agree is a fantastic. I just don't think it made you care about the character quite as much.
Mhm.
See, I cared about the character. I cared about Cole Phelps way more.
Really?
Than the Marstons, yeah.
Interesting.
Number 3, which none of us even thought about, Minecraft. We literally talked about how it was the most played game of all time. We literally said it's the most played game in history. And none of us, oh, that's not in the top 10.
That's fair. I get it.
Yeah.
It literally is the most played game in
I
history.
fuck with that game harder.
The caption is Minecraft is the Lego of this generation.
What about Lego Worlds, which is just Minecraft with Legos?
Yeah, but
And
you
a
got like,
story.
well, no, like if you think like our Legos when I was a little kid, like this is my son's Legos is essentially what it is.
My son's Legos are gonna be fucking Legos.
Fucking Legos.
Yeah, but that's what it's saying.
Yeah, I see what it says. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Minecraft is Lego for an entire new generation of children. It is culturally impact. It's sizable and it's important to this generation. Lego roared of generations in the past, creators and engineers that actually helped influence Minecraft. The impact that Minecraft has is on 100 million children, teenagers and adults that still play it, to the point where schools now are utilizing this game to impact creativity.
Yep. It's pretty neat.
Which is amazing that they're actually using this game in schools. And the fact you can play it in any single device.
Yeah,
Number 2, none of us said Dark Souls.
A lot of people like it.
Dark
number
Souls
2.
is fantastic.
That is the second greatest game of our last decade. Number 1, drum roll. It
Halo.
is the greatest adventure game in history. Breath of the Wild.
Go
Yeah.
fucking figure.
I
No,
don't think
fuck.
that should be number 1. That's a strong top 5, but not a number 1.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Also, Metal Gear Solid 5 had no right to be on that fucking list.
No, not on the list at all.
It is the worst of the Kojimas. Of the Kojima
Mhm.
Metal Gear Solid games.
So yeah, Breath of the Wild is number 1. The open world game is a genre and is usually a bloated mess. For decades now, they have built on top of each other, borrowing ideas, adding to those ideas, removing some ideas, placing different ones. Breath of the Wild was the first game to come along in decades that had a refreshing new open world concept that changed how open world games will be played in the future. So
That's awesome. Cool.
That's fine.
so that is currently the number 1 game of the last decade. Obviously, we still have a couple more months left in the last 10 years.
We did,
so-
yeah.
So
Dude,
yeah,
like I
there's
said,
really not that many games coming out though.
Right.
Last of Us 2,
Oh yeah,
Death Stranding. The
I
only
thought
qualm
Last of Us 2 is coming out in
Oh
February.
no, that's coming out next year. Yeah.
I
you're
didn't
right.
think that came out this year.
Death Stranding.
Obviously, next year we'll have Death Stranding. Next year we'll have a new list to look back. Not that it will change very much. You'll just move up a year.
Maybe
but-
Untitled Goose Game will crack that top 25.
Oh, for sure.
Very possible. You have a lot of big games coming out next year. A lot. Next year I think will be a very great
Next year's
year.
gonna be very expensive for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, next year I think is going to be one for the history books in terms of games that are coming out. Like in terms of, just not even console, like not even the consoles that are supposed to be out next year, but you have Final Fantasy, you have Halo, Cyberpunk,
Last of Us,
Last of Us,
Yakuza 7.
yep, Yakuza
Possibly
7,
an Onimusha
Watch Dogs.
Right.
Watch Dogs is going to be huge.
That's gonna be a big one.
Um,
I'm
the
excited.
Avengers.
That looks
um,
good too.
The Avengers, and there's a bunch of other ones that we can't even think because there's so many.
Yeah, there's a ton.
The new Minecraft game's coming out next
New
year.
Minecraft game?
Dungeons.
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
heard
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, the Diablo style one, yeah. Well, hey, let's not look towards the distant future. Let's look towards the recent
next week.
future
Yeah.
of next week with releases.com. Let's
That was
see
a
what's
perfect
coming out.
segue.
Releases.com.
Thank you. I gotta. Can I just real quick give myself a pat on the back for that?
Yeah, go for
That
it.
was
absolutely.
an amazing
That
segue.
Was, that was pretty good.
Oh, solid, my dude.
I know you think that was scripted or something.
I know, right? All right. So what's today? All right.
Today is the 8th now. The 7th.
Yeah. So coming out on the 8th, we have John Wick Hex coming out on a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Or actually, it looks like PC and Mac. We got the Yooka-Laylee sequel, Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. I think it's a sequel. I don't know. Call of Cthulhu is coming out on the Switch. Trine 4 is coming out, and the Trine Ultimate Collection is also coming out. We have Burger Time Party, whatever the hell
I've seen that.
is.
What is that?
It's Burger Time. It's the it looks like it seems like a remake of the original Burger Time from like the arcades.
Okay.
We have Concrete Genie coming out on PS4. The Bradwell Conspiracy as well. Then we have on the 9th, Draw a Stickman Epic 2.
Hey, Riverdale. Sorry, it's separate. going.
Dragon Star Varnir. On the 10th, we have NG. We have River City Melee Mock. River City Melee Mock. Corpse Party. Oh, there's a new Corpse Party game coming out. Corpse Party Blood Drive coming out on Switch and PC on the 10th. Bradwell Conspiracy's coming out on the Switch on the 10th.
What is this?
Deliver Us the Moon. Also
I'm watching that trailer. What is this?
What?
Deliver Us to the Moon.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably going to the moon or something.
Because we
Watching
haven't
the-
gone yet.
Yeah,
Deliver Us the Moon is what it's called. I'm watching the trailer for it.
and Finland isn't real.
Thanks.
October 11th, we have
A game for us.
Frostpunk. We have Earthfall coming out. We have Immortal Realms Vampire Wars. We have Grid, another version of the Bradwell Conspiracy coming out. Okay.
You have until the
That-
12th.
That's it.
TV show wise, those who do like Riverdale, that comes out on the 9th, season 4. Great show. I honestly didn't know this was still a thing. Tomorrow starts season 14 of Cash Cab.
That's still a thing?
It's on the Discovery Channel.
That's still a thing?
My uncle is on an episode of that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
That's cool.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That's fucking wild. It's the same dude too.
Huh.
That's hilarious. I had no idea that was a thing. Black Lightning season 3 comes out on Monday as well, tomorrow. Tuesday comes out season 6 of The Flash.
That I'm excited for.
Vikings season 5 part 2 comes out on the 8th. Toy Story 4 comes out on Blu-ray and DVD on the 8th. That'll be big. I'll finally be able to watch that because I haven't seen that one. I'm mad at myself I never got to watch it. Supernatural season 15 comes out on the 10th. There's a lot of shows that I didn't realize how many shows the CW had.
Yeah, they have a lot.
They have so many heavy hitters, dude.
I didn't realize they had that many.
Absolute bangers, if you will.
Legacy
100%.
season 2 was also on the CW.
Legacies is good.
El Camino, a Breaking Bad story, comes out this Friday, which I
The
am
movie,
fucking
yeah, that looks cool.
I'm fucking stoked. Basically, it takes place immediately after the last episode of Breaking Bad, because it was left on a cliffhanger. So, and this basically tells the final story of Breaking Bad.
Huh.
So, which is kind of cool. And supposedly Walter White and if you look at who's in the movie, all the characters from the TV show that didn't explode or get decapitated are in the movie. That'd be cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, oh, I'm excited. I
Okay.
guarantee that'll immediately be a #1 most watched movie on Netflix. I have a strong feeling.
Yeah.
So, well, that's all I got. That's a podcast, gentlemen.
Right on, right on.
So where can we find you? Where can we see you? Where can we give you some love? You guys, whoever wants to go, just go.
All right, you can find me on Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch. That's what we do. Oh, Nooch just jumping into the channel now. We're wrapping up, bro. Where were you like 2 hours ago? But you know, you find me on Twitch is like the main spot. I got the YouTube channel. You know, that's everything that I record, or everything that all the shows that I do pretty much get cataloged there for now. I'll eventually start the cinema series back up, but other than that, Facebook is a good place. Instagram, Twitter, Team Splash Screen. You know, links in the. I have all the links on the Twitch channel here. So, but yeah, man, that's what's up here. How about
Well,
you, Nate?
What about you?
For myself, now it's actually worth saying you can find me on Twitch since I'm actually starting to do shit.
Woot, my friend.
Find me on Twitter,
Woot, woot.
Instagram, everything at YFKitsune. Yeah, no YouTube yet because I haven't decided to. I don't have a logo, or I mainly want a mascot emblem, and I don't have one yet, so I haven't really done YouTube yet because I want to set everything up beforehand. Beforehand. All right, that's Prefer. But yeah, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook. I just started my page. I am currently using a Flash mascot emblem, not like the Flash, but like Flash as in public domain. Just grab it and go.
Yep.
It's of a Kitsune. So that's neat, I guess. I just redesigned it. But yeah, everywhere at YFKitsune. I'm pretty much on every social media platform.
Cool.
What about you, Mr. James?
You can find me playing some games like Nier Automata, which was on that list, and Sea of Thieves on twitch.tv/PeopleHateStudios. You can also watch me play things like Yakuza 0, Man of Medan, and Final Fantasy 7 on youtube.com/PeopleHateStudios. And then you can also follow me on Twitter at PeopleHate10.
So,
Walker, you?
random question. So when it shows you how many views you have
Yeah.
on Twitch, if you follow that person and you go to their channel every single day, does that view count them?
Yeah.
Should.
Okay, so I was gonna say I've had 913 people view my channel and I only have 42 followers. What the fuck is that bullshit?
You'll get there.
That makes sense though. That makes
Hey,
sense
man.
though.
I have 1,900 and I only have like 52 or something.
Well, because that's what I was wondering, if you, people who follow you just keep every day watch your channel, if that just gets your viewer count up.
Yeah.
But anyways, you can follow myself. I was gonna say you can follow the captain. You can follow me at Captain Geach. Me, the captain of the ship on Sea of Thieves. You can follow me, Captain_Geach15, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. Captain Geach15 on Instagram. I'm debating rather or not if I want to take the underscore out and just be Captain Geach15. I've been playing with that. I deleted the underscore from Discord. So maybe it just depends how hard it is to do that, and at least kind of go
Make
from
sure
there.
they're
So I don't.
available first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I may do that. But tentatively, don't know what I'll be doing exactly this week. Sea of Thieves for sure. Maybe some Apex unless I'm playing Sea of Thieves. So
We'll try to get in
Other-
on that CSCs with you.
yeah, it's
Oh,
fun. It
boy.
really is. So
Walker, we do have a podcast we need to make, a separate one.
oh yeah, and then
this week.
well, I still have 10 minutes left of the Dragon Ball Z episode. So
Oh man, that's gonna take you an entire week.
I know
It's
gonna
them
suck.
screaming the whole time. That's it.
Hey, in retrospect, the last 4 minutes of this giant battle royal lasted 15 episodes. So let's just put that in perspective. But now that's it. And make sure you follow us, email us, levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com. You go to our website, levelunlockpodcast@podbean.com. You listen, you like, you love all of our podcasts where you can find there or anywhere podcasts are available. And make sure you follow us exclusively on Twitter at what, James?
LVL Unlocked Pod. That's LVL Unlocked Pod.
That's exactly what it is. And from everyone here, we thank you. Unlock Nation, Lockpickers, Lockpicker Nation,
Low
Jake
Gang.
Paulers, Low Gang.
All of these wonderful things.
Never gonna die. We are gonna be forever known as the Low Gang. They're all gonna be known as the Low Gang or the Jake Paulers.
Right.
Exactly.
That's a good.
So-
the Jake Paulers.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's brother.
Oh.
Yeah. We're just stealing it. We're like just subtly stealing it.
Yes.
Okay.
So thank you for hanging out. Thanks for listening. Next week, let's get to 500 downloads.
We're close.
We are 24 away
Yep.
from 500 downloads, guys, in less than a year, which is absolutely phenomenal. So thank you, everyone, for that. Thank you. Let's have another big week. We had a huge spike last week. Let's do it again this week. and it's the drive to 500. So thank you. Have a good night. Peace.
Peace. Later, everybody.
Deuces. Adios. Deuces.
Haze up.
That's what's up.
Phase.
Face Clan.
Yeah, right?
Haze up.
Peace up, A-Town down, baby. Say what? Say what in the nut?
So my stream completely died like an hour and a half in.
Are we off
good.
stream?
Yeah, well, good thing because